I'm your only viewer? Alright, how about you fuck off, Macadelic? How does that feel? It feels great, because you're a good friend. Yeah, I bet you weren't ready for that, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Macadelic. You son of a bitch. But, welcome everyone. A little bit of modded Terraria. Yeah, that was it. Got home, had a wonderful night. Thought I would stream a little bit. Pretty cool guy, Mr. PancreasNoWork, and I am very drunk. Well, I can't think of anyone who belongs to the stream more right now, then. Something with the world has already fucked up. There should be a house here. Unless they've updated. You are a fun YouTuber. Thank you very much. What mods are you running? I have Calamity. I have Stars Above, which is I'll just show you. It's this. Welcome to Stars Above, ladies and gentlemen. Obnoxiously anime. And obviously a Dragon Ball Z mod. And beyond that, you will see the mods as they pop up. For now, I believe I'll leave it at that. He doesn't want from Juicy shit. Lee Sim has arrived. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that, sir. I genuinely appreciate it. Corinthian. I'm using the name for my server. That's right. But genuinely, thank you. What is your problem? What's my problem with the anime? My favorite non-functional arena streaming. Well, you have that much right. Why anime? Why not anime? There's the question I'd rather ask you. Why not anime? And a further question, what are you going to do about it? But every time you boot it up, it forces you to watch one of those long anime intros. That's the mod. I'd rather die. Unless it's Rock the Dragon. If I had to watch Rock the Dragon every time I loaded up, I'd be in heaven. If I had to any other anime intro, yeah, then I'd be in hell. There's some completely unrelated. I say completely unrelated. This is... couldn't tell there's Dragon Ball Z in here. Rock the Dragon, best anime intro ever. I don't think I need to explain myself on that one. I have no more wood. Force you to watch a 5-minute recap of the last episode you just watched. Well, again, am I watching a recap of Dragon Ball Z? Because then I'm happy, because more Dragon Ball Z is always good. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. What is this bootleg Flash game? This is Terraria, Minecraft but better in every single possible way. You could quote me on that. JoJo intros have got a beat. Alright, listen. JoJo intros go hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna deny that. But Rock the Dragon is an absolute classic. Everything is Minecraft but nowadays. Alright, well, alright, listen. You're not wrong. Hang on. But, when did this game come out? May 6, 2011. This game is like, is not new at all. This is not Minecraft but. Except for, you know, the first early game. Early game is Minecraft, but I can't lie about that one. Minecraft is try a bit less fun. That is something I can get behind. Hell yeah. How long are you planning to stream? I have absolutely no idea. until I decide it's bedtime. That's about the only plan I've got right now. Playing this on my computer during classes in high school. Yeah, this game is great. Seed to seed. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Mechadelic? Yeah, everyone who's in chat right now, tell Mechadelic to get better at Dead by Daylight. I think you should do that. I think that'd be very cool of you all. Tell him to stop sucking shit at Dead by Daylight. Because I clearly carry Dead by Daylight when we play. I've not streamed it yet, but you should all know I'm a Dead by Daylight fucking legend. So just keep that in mind. Get better at Dead by Daylight game I don't play. Hell yeah. Alright. You don't need to play it, I just need to let him know he's shit at it. That's all I'm asking. You could never again think about that game. And you know what? You'd probably be healthier off for never thinking about that game again. And Minecraft is Terraria. Again, you're not right, but early game might be Terraria just a little bit. Or early game might be Minecraft just a bit. Your videos on Gotrek and Felix and Kai Biscayne. It's some good shit. Hell yeah, I'm glad you liked it, man. I'm very happy with those videos. I think I did them justice. I tried to do them justice. You can probably see another mod, unless you think Jotaro is just part of Terraria. I never told you that you look like Billy Mays. I'm taking that as a compliment. Thank you. How do we do a Q&A? Bump up your audio, you sound too quiet. I can do that actually pretty easily. Alright, how about now? Do keep in mind, I have no idea how YouTube Q&As work. I've never once tried it. Painting miniatures? Hell yeah, man. What are you painting? Thanks for being here. I'm doing my best. Bing bong. Minecraft license change, I don't think I'll ever reinstall it again. I saw that the other day where it's like, can't you if you haven't migrated your account yet, you just have to buy Minecraft again. That's pretty shitty. Sitting on a toilet vaping and pondering life. I hope the life pondering is going well. Mr. Corinthian. I hope you find the answers you're looking for, and failing that, I hope I can entertain you for a bit. It is the least I can do. The fuck are my dirt blocks? Fuck that worm. Fuck that worm. Have you considered a Halo ground command video? I have. I need to learn more than nothing about it is the problem. And it being cancelled is very unfortunate. Because when I was learning about the Halo ground command exists, I was like, holy shit, Halo war game? Fuck Warhammer, I'm into that. And then I found out it was canceled, and then I was no longer into that. Son of a bitch. Halo Ground Command looked awesome. A Halo Spartan Assault video. What do you want out of that video? It's a twin-stick shooter. On your phone. It's a phone-based twin-stick shooter. Now would be a good time to insert ads. Don't tell me what to do, YouTube. There's a Fallout war game as well. There is. There's also an Elder Scrolls war game. It did actually look pretty neat. Problem is, Games Workshop has taken enough of my money, as has Bethesda. I don't need them taking any more. There was a Fallout TTRPG, I think. There is a board game for Fallout. I don't remember the name of it, but what I can tell you all about it is that it fucking sucks. In fact, you know what? I think it's story time. I was playing. I don't remember the name, but in fact, let me see if I can find out. Fallout board game. It might have been Wasteland Warfare. I think it was Wasteland Warfare. Other than that, it was just called Fallout the board game. It fucking sucked. Like, one of the... Alright, well, I was with a bunch of friends, so that made it a lot of fun. But as a board game, one of the least fun games. I also demand ads. I'm not putting ads in. What switches do you have on your keyboard? I don't know what that means, I'm afraid. Whatever that board game was, though, it told me to spend pants, which, by the way, is just translates that to you need to roll pants on the VATS die, which just means legs. Horribly explained, horrible mechanics. Most guns that you could get in the game hurt you. And I spent the whole game killing randos, because by the time I got to the point I could do an in-game quest, I was behind everyone else. So I think that game sucks. Put floors in your building. How about never? They will get low-income housing, and they will be fucking thankful for it. Never wear pants. That's what the Fallout board game taught me. Never wear pants, because you can just spend them, apparently. I don't think I can put into words my true feelings about that game, because it fucking blew. That game was horrible. Who was better, Napoleon or Napoleon 3? I'm gonna go with Napoleon 1, because he's the one the average person would know about. You know, no offense to Napoleon 3, of course. Change my mind, this is going on farther. You and 140k faction have to conquer all of AOS. Who are you picking? You have to work with who you pick. Alright, so you've taken me out of just picking Eldar from the winning, because there's no way they would work with me. I don't think I have the qualifications to work with any of the Warhammer 40k factions, I'll be real with you. I think in terms of I have to endear myself to them, none of them are picking me. Just being straight up honest with you. Former history teacher, who's your favorite war criminal? I don't think I should answer that question. I don't think in fact, I'm just not going to answer that question. Feel free to decipher that as you wish. So the Eldar should survive. Dorn comes back. Alright, you've already lost me on how the Eldar survive. Tells Gilman to suck a lemon. It stuffs it with Exodite. Alright, you know what? Never mind. You gathered me back. I don't want that to be how the Eldar survive, though. I don't want them to have to rely on other people. $5 from Death to Sage. Thank you very much. What would you do if a guy comes up to you and asks you... If a guy comes up to you and asks to be your avocado man wife, I think I'd look at him very confused and then back away. I think that's what I would do. Which Halo character do you think would make a badass commissar? Any of the Spartans, probably. They'd probably just accept that that's their new job and shoot people who tried to run away. Failing that, obviously Sergeant Johnson, but not because he'd shoot anyone, just because he'd make you feel so bad for not fighting at 110% at all times that you would then do so. It's worth getting into Warhammer Fantasy, or should I wait for Old World? I would say it's definitely worth getting into it. Total Warhammer has admittedly been going through a bit of a rough patch. CA's decided that good faith and appreciation from the community fail in comparison to charging $30 for your DLC. But I would still say it's worth it, especially if you can grab like Total Warhammer or Vermintide on sales. Then I would say it's definitely very worth getting into it. Would be a great starting faction for tabletop. Depends on what you want. AOS Stormcast are great for painting and assembling. For playing, they're a little bit more complicated than I think they should be as a beginner faction. I don't mean that as a negative. It's obviously great when your faction has a lot going under the hood. I just think if you're expecting super easy beginner faction, maybe the Stormcast aren't the best for it. But purely from a modeling standpoint, AOS would definitely be the Stormcast. 40k is, of course, the Space Marines. Daily reminder that a gash is cool and I live in a gash. Thank you for the reminder. The only thing Nagash did wrong was a lot of things, but he's funny when he does it, so I forgive him. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright, time to end the Q&A and see what, this will remove all questions. The question, what does that mean? How do we look at a YouTube Q&A? Well, fun fact, everyone, I don't know how to look at Q&As. Making me play Terraria again. I'm not apologizing for that. I got the fucking lock. Hit me. It doesn't work. Oh, it does work. I can't believe I got the fucking lock. Every stand in JoJo. The World. Sea Moon. Crazy Diamond. Golden Experience. I got the lock. With Necron's Tyranids or Mechanicus, my face. Which army would you recommend to a newbie to Warhammer with much time, not a whole lot of money? Necrons, Tyranids, or Mechanic. Alright. Definitely not Tyranids. Tyranids are a horde army. You will be spending a lot on them. Between Necrons and Tyranids. Or Necrons and Mechanicus. I think I would pick the Necrons. There's a lot more, like, massive, great supermodels, like the Catan, like, or the that's embarrassing. But there's stuff like the Silent King, like really big models you can get, which are expensive, but it's a one-time purchase. And there's a good chunk of your army versus Mechanicus. Not as much as really stand out and like, hey, I got this 5 million point model. Here's half my army. Lord Linguini, thank you for the 99 cents. Much appreciated, Chief. And, yeah, and Necrons are easy as shit to paint. Own a metallic paint. There it is. Null oil if you want to get really spicy with it. Animec are expensive of crap right now. Yeah, that is something. What the fuck are... Go away. Is your pancreas really broke? Yes. I am in fact type 1 diabetic. I cannot do anything about that fact. Guide, I need you right now. I don't remember how to build this thing. I need the merchant. What flavor of Monster Energy should I paint my Necron? Zero Ultra. Monster Energy Zero Ultra. That's it's a very easy choice. Lord Linguini, thank you again for the $2. What mods are you playing? There's a JoJo mod, Stance mod. Unfortunately, I got the fucking lock, which, Jesus, come on now. Stars Above, very good mod. It's a little bit anime, if you couldn't tell. I'm good on the explanation. Calamity. There's a music mod, which I will not reveal until I fight a boss. Then I will reveal it. What am I drinking? The Beverage of the Gods. Marathi Body Pillow 1. There's no such thing I can purchase, or I can rest assure you, you would have seen it on stream or in a video by now. Stream Space Marine 2 or Rogue Trade when they come out. If I don't do it myself when they come out, probably on Lore Crimes. Calamity goes so hard. Believe it or not, I've never interacted with anything Calamity proper. I've finished this mod. You better get used to that sound, by the way, because it's going to be playing a lot. Show you Pancreas to confirm it does indeed no work. I would love to. Unfortunately, that would kill me. Where the infinite line did you catch the trace and stuck the finger in the lock? I don't think I caught that. I'll have to go back and reread that to double check for Trazen giving Orican. I'm assuming he gave Orican the finger. Why are you playing a Slayer? Why wouldn't I be playing Gotrek? It's because the only valid build in Terraria is melee build, because you don't need to think about anything else, just hit. Yeah, Calamity, Stars Above, Dragon Ball Z mod, JoJo Stance mod, which gave me the fucking lock. Which is about the most disappointing thing I could get. I think I'd rather get Cheap Trick, because that would at least be funny. $2 from Lord of Lingu... Alright, Bubgar, I gotta run to bed. Love you. Well, thank you again for tuning in, Chief. I hope you have a pleasant night. Again, very much thank you for coming in while you had the time. Gonna have to nuke you now over what? Thinking the lock is a shit stand? did nothing wrong with stream. Why does this do damage? Of course. Why did I ask that question? Silly me. What do you think of Sisters of Battle on the tabletop? I have not analyzed them much. I know that they were the origin of the Eldar Fate dice. Their, like, faith mechanics were what inspired the Eldar Fate die, so I can thank them for that. Beyond that, they sure are the Sisters of Battle. I don't have terribly much to say about them at the moment. I haven't looked too much into their worlds. Is dementia plus diarrhea sound like a good combo or what? Yeah. What? I don't know what the fuck that means. Can I do a Skaven impression? I think you should look through lore crimes, because I've done a Skaven impression there. There's my cop-out answer for you. It's a fucking worm. This is what I need to liven the stream up. I hope you're all entertained. What's you rockin'? I should really probably just list that at some point because many people have asked. Stars Above, Calamity, Dragon Ball Z, JoJo Mod, and some other minor ones that will become apparent as I use them. Fuck. Don't understand Terraria, just love your voice, man. Well, hey, thank you for tuning in for more of my voice. And I would recommend figuring out Terraria, because this is a very fun game, especially with mods. Sounds baller. It is quite baller. I haven't found a single heart crystal yet, and I'm a little demoralized. Fuck, wait. That is a lot of silver. I'm playing on expert. There was a joke, this is your fate in 40k horse, because you got shot in the head by Necron Warrior. How lucky am I? I think that'd be a quick death, so in all honesty, pretty lucky compared to some of the stuff that can happen. Like shot in the head with a Necron Warrior, not great, not gonna lie to you. Your soul eaten by a Chaos Demon, I think that's a little bit worse. We're living under Nagash or Chaos Rule. Oh, those are the hard questions. Those are the hard-hitting questions you're asking me. Knowing what I... Oh, God. Fuck. They both suck. I'm going to tentatively say Nagash. Because there's a chance he would leave me alone. Whereas I think with Chaos, it's a definite I'm fucked. But I hate both options. I want to make that clear. One wouldn't be living under Nagash. That's very true. Wouldn't be a lot. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of actually in Shyish. There are living like people. It's not just the underworld. So there are living people under Nagash. I just think they have shit lives. apparently hit a desert biome. I see the desert. Hey, a house. I hope there's a magic. That's disappointing. But I have enough lead to make an anvil now without having to mine any more of this shit. How many hours on Terraria? On PC? Give me a moment to do math. A little over 300. If you include Xbox, I don't even know, but it's a disgusting amount. I'm a very big fan of Terraria. This game is fucking great. Did you read the latest Caiaphas Kane book? I have not yet. I still need to buy it. I'd like to get a paperback copy, but at some point I will probably just give up and get a fucking digital. Hey, I said only 300 on PC between modded and vanilla. I can promise you there's well over 1,000 hours in this game if you include console. Shit. Would you rather date an orc or a skaven? Fucking an orc. I bet I'd start working out, date the orc, and then after that he wouldn't kick. Well, he'd still kick my ass, but you know, I bet he'd keep me around so we could keep fighting. The skaven would just kill me. Possible scenario where you get to lead winter and get to be the lead writing creative director for Warhammer 50, 60, whatever K in the future. What would you make it look like faction lore wise? Holy shit, that is a question you've dropped on me. Jesus fuck, I have no idea, dude. I'm gonna be honest. Give the Eldar any amount of credit, and I think I would make the Tau much bigger than they are presently. I would definitely also have the Imperium shattered. There would be one major successor state that is the closest to the true Imperium, but the Imperium as a whole would be very fractured. Beyond that, I would need to actually start thinking about, like, writing that scenario proper to give you any good answers. But there's the big three. Tower, much bigger and powerful. Eldar have achieved literally anything. Imperium has a couple major successor states, but is fractured overall. Warhammer faction, fantasy faction with lore and give it to them. Well, if they're a faction, they have lore. I would have said Cathay before, you know, Total Warhammer 3, but they kind of solved that issue. Vulcan comes back to fully wipe out the Eldar. That's quite rude. I don't think you should do that. Hey, he felt bad about that Eldar child that he fucking burned to death. Oh, I've got you now. That's my mate. We should start a new Terraria world. Hell yeah, already. Haven't played in a while, so it's cool to see you playing. Like I said, I love Terraria. This is one of those games that if, like, I don't know what I want to... I just want to play a game and not think. Terraria is one of the first I load up. It's just very fun and satisfying. And chill. Tyranids eat everything. Yeah, that wouldn't make for much of a setting, would it? Is it the most likely outcome? Probably. Does it make for a good setting? Not really. Get that magic storage and boss log mods. I don't know what those are, but I'll look into them. I'd like to know how many real cool gamers are in this chat. Who has watched Total Biscuit and Jesse Cox's Terraria Let's Play? Because that is a fucking classic Let's Play. Fuck off. Haven't. Well, it's very old and has gone through many versions of Terraria, but I would highly recommend that Let's Play. They're nearly that cool. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That was way back in, like, 1.1. Yeah, it was fucking old, but I remember watching that as it was coming out. Man, that was a good... good fucking Let's Play, though. It started... That stand took the lot getting used... Yeah, I don't need that. I need to beat Skeletron so I can stop having the lock. Think you'll go into the dungeon? I saw you almost rage quit there. I was a little considering it, I won't lie, but I don't think I'd do that quite yet. I need a lot more silver than that. By Shadows of Change, I will admit I did. And if you like an honest review from me, not worth buying. I wish I didn't buy it. I saw everyone say it was shit, thought, well, maybe it won't be that bad. Bought it. It's shit. Very much not worth your money, Shadows of Change. Do not buy that. I'm telling you, again, telling you this as someone who bought it and played around with it. Do not buy Shadows of Change. Hey, Pancreas, it's 500. I'm making bread. Do you want some? I would fucking love some bread right now. I'm being completely honest with you. What build are you going for? I hope this answers your question. No, I shouldn't be doing this yet. I need to get some shit. Gotta stop and sleep. Well, thank you for stopping by, man. Hope you have a good night. Favorite Terraria class, the illusion of... Do you like ranged, blue ranged, or melee ranged? A lot of classes do end up, like, a lot of melee stuff does end up being ranged, just with a coat of paint. Like, you swing a sword, it's like a projectile came out of that. That's not a sword, that's a gun with extra steps. Opinion on Starfield? Haven't played it yet, but I do technically own it because it's on Game Pass. And, you know, since it's on Game Pass, I figured, well, I might as well. It doesn't cost me anything because I already pay for Game Pass. Alright. I'm gonna get fucking angry in a moment. Broly build is peak. I'm not Broly. I'm not Prodigy either. Fuck, I'm regular, nothing interesting. Kislev is underrated. Yeah, Kislev is very underrated. I think... Hang on. I need a moment. Alright, Kislev. I think... I don't like Kislev's playstyle in Total War, and I think if Kislev's playstyle in Total War was better for the average dumbass like me, it would get a lot more traction. I'm not even saying it's a bad playstyle, I just think it requires more thought than the average brain-dead idiot, i.e. myself, can put in. Very cool. I just need to think beyond paint map my color, and I don't like that. Kislev needs definitely more credit, though. The fact that, like, they weren't among the Old War main factions list is a fucking travesty. Get a new Primaris Lieutenant soon. I hope you explode. That's what I hope. Total War games, do you like any other 4Xs? In fact, I actually have something directly related to that. You should all go to Dead Space for the Dark Gods channel and ask for 2 things. One is more Endless Space lore, because I hope he does more of that. 2 is to tell him that the Cravers suck and the Unfallen forever. The Scottish Trees are the only real faction in that game. I love hitting end turn and nothing else. But yeah, Endless Space, I'm a fan of that. I liked 1 a bit more than 2, but I think that's just more because I'm much more familiar with 1, because obviously 1 came out first. I actually got 1 because of Total Biscuit, which fucking... rest in peace. He was a fantastic channel. Genuinely, if you haven't watched Total Biscuit stuff, again, rest in peace, and I would recommend checking his stuff out. He did good stuff while he was around. Pardon me to get off. Fish Mommy game, haven't played it. That is exactly the game. Big titty Fish Mommy's gonna conquer the galaxy, and I'm gonna help her. I'll confess to another, a major sin. I play Paradox games every now and again. Mostly Stellaris. I have... How many hours do I have in Stellaris? I have 688 hours in Stellaris. Which, for Paradox games, is next to nothing, I admit, but, you know. Ever played Castle Crashers? Oh my god, my man is bringing up memories. I fucking love Castle Crashers. That was actually, the first Lore Crimes bit, little, like, teaser short we made for our first episode. The Remembrancer used Castle Crashers music for it, and, that was... so amazing. It's so nostalgic. I couldn't place it forever because I haven't played Castle Crashers in a hot minute. But that was the music he played. Castle Crashers music, and that was the best choice he could have made. I love Castle Crashers. Let's do a Castle Crashers stream at some point. See if I can get some people in. Let's play some Castle Crashers. Another amazing game you should play. Terraria Endless Space Castle Crashers. Other 4X games, though. Civ 5 is the best. I also like Civ Rev a lot, because it's very relaxed. Achievement. Civ Rev is Civ, but you don't need to panic and think about shit. Let me... Maybe not more relaxed, because I play it with friends, and we all fight over who gets to nuke each other first, but it's a lot... simpler of Civ. So if you like the idea of Civ but don't like the depth of it, play Civ Rev. If you want more depth, play Civ 5. It's much better than Civ 6. You guys ever played the old Castlevania games? I have not. Morning, Big Man. Ah, Legion. I have led fumes. Pleasure to see you, man. Played XCOM? I have played XCOM. I enjoyed it. I have to admit I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but that wasn't specifically, you know, I dislike it. I just, you know, I enjoyed it. It was fun. That's kind of the end of the story, really, for XCOM and me. Fun game. That's about all I got. I love it lying to me and going, you have a 95% chance to hit, which is actually a 5% chance to hit, because the game fucking hates you. But XCOM's fun. Favorite Vermintide 2 class? Oh, easy question. Warrior Priest Saltspire, without question. I don't need a ranged attack. I have my faith. My faith in Sigmar. Holy shit, Heart Crystal. Oh, but yeah, Warrior Priest Saltspire is the best class. And if you try and tell me something in the lines of, well, Carillion, whatever the fuck is more efficient, I hate you and you suck. The only thing you need is faith in Sigmar, and that will guide you from there on. £99 from IF Legend. Thank you very much. Titanfall P2 PC Open Lobby 1. That's good. I should do that one day. I will need to think on that, but I should do that one day. Thank you for putting that in. Thank you. And thank you for the donation. Thoughts on the new Necro class? I don't think it's out yet, so I don't have much classes on or much ideas on it. It sounds cool, but I think it needs to come out before I can give any solid opinion on it. And if it is out, I need to play it before I can give any solid opinion on it. You there. Fucking. Tried a game called Star Sector. I have actually tried it. And as you might be able to guess, I tried it because Seth made a video on it. Very fun. Fun in a slow burn way, though. Not a, not just like a, hey, it's a fun game. I'll play some Starfield or Star Sector, kill some hours. Fun in a, I'm dedicated to a long time of this game kind of deal. $2 from Andrew Van Dolst. Thank you very much. If it ain't the non-poser of peptide, what's up? If it ain't the non-possessor of peptides, what's up? Not much with me right now. I'm doing pretty good. I don't get the peptides thing reference. I'll just be straight up with you. But I'm doing well. Not too much right now. I hope you're doing well, Chief. Hope none of you mind horribly disorganized chests, because I don't plan on doing anything with this. Nurse is here, that's good. Shipped and the traveling merchant has arrived. Who's better, Dork or Lork? I'm going to give Lork, because Lork is much more fun to say than Dork. Does Silver Armor have a set bonus? Oh yeah, one of the mods, don't know which one. One of them gets all the armor, others set bonuses. Usually it's just the 3 defense set bonus, which, early game, 3 defense is pretty good. 2 seconds every taking 20 or more damage, you heal for 10. Sounds pretty decent. I'm selling that. Why am I going to pretend I'm going to keep that? The best feature they had in this game was, without a doubt, being able to put all your money in the piggy bank and still access it. That is, like, easily the single best feature they've ever added. $5 from Sir Felsalot. Thank you very much, Chief. For a hypothetical split of the Imperium, what general, in broad strokes, factions are affected as a split cause? I give money, so think. I probably would have thought about that, but very much thank you for the donation. As for what that would cause, I think in broad terms there would be a Mechanicus faction, and like they'd probably just go on their own, and they would probably sell like weapons and shit to whoever needs them, whoever can pay the most. Beyond that, I think there would probably be at least one. I say one. There'd probably be several factions claiming to be the true successor of the Imperium. Like we're the Imperium of Man, not these other posers. One or two of which would have the most powerful and therefore the best legitimacy. But beyond that, I think there'd be a lot of other, like, that, I think beyond that it depends on how independent guard regiments are. Like, some guard regiments, I think Cadia would stay loyal to just, like, humanity as a whole. Be like, we don't care about this split, we just want to beat chaos up. Beyond that, I think it depends on planet-by-planet basis. I think a lot of people would become independent, and a lot of mini-empires would grow from that. So if the Imperium splits, I think that'd be a rough guideline of it. $2 from Gobo Strips. Thank you. Much appreciated. That is my rough outline of everything split. Thoughts on the Night Lords? I don't. They're there. I don't dislike them. I don't like them. Which I think is the worst place for them to be, because it's like, they're there. And especially from the terms of, a YouTuber, they're there is the worst thing I can say about them. Because if I dislike them, I can say funny things about them. If I like them, I can say funny things about them. if my thoughts start and end with they're definitely part of the setting, it's like, well, that sucks, because I can't think of anything good to say about you. It's like, oh, great, you're present. Good job. You fucking bang-up job. You are around. Ecclesiarchy and Assassin would probably be the big two. I think the Ecclesiarchy has a 50-50 shot on forming their own straight-up faction, get rid of the no men allowed in the military. Obviously, they have the Sisters of Battle. They're barely listening to that. But I think the Ecclesiarchy might be a split between they'll become their own straight-up army, or they might become a sort of like nomad. Not nomad is the wrong way to put it, but like they wouldn't be one faction. They would assist all of those who are holy with who like follow the God Emperor. So, you know, they don't, strictly speaking, make their own power plays in the sense of, like, I want this planet, therefore I'm going to attack it. They'd be like, hey, I notice you're one of the remnant factions who still approves of the God Emperor. Maybe we'll help you out a bit. I think that's what the Ecclesiarchy would do. Someone said who would get the Emperor. The answer to that is whoever controls Terra at the end of it, so the Custodes. Fucking Custodes, they're cool and great enough that they wouldn't just lose, even if all of Terra succeeded and tried to kill them, because of the fucking Adeptus Custodes. Our fans get angry when we lose a battle against 10 million to 1 fucking Custodes. I know it sounds like I'm bitter with the Custodes, and I should clarify, I don't dislike the Custodes, they're pretty fucking great. Even if a lot of the opinion comes from TTS, I just think that, I think that 6 Custodes shouldn't be able to beat a Tyranid High Fleet. I'm just gonna say it. I don't think that's good. I don't think 6 Custodes should be able to 1v1 a Tyranid High Fleet. You can sue me if you disagree. I just don't think that should be canon, but it is. How'd you kill off the Space Wolves? Like how I would do it personally. 5 million virus bombs. From a lore perspective, 1,000 Suns I think would be a good way to do it. I don't need a fucking Gills potion. None of you saw that. None of you saw what I just misclicked and did. Did I not have more bombs? Alright, I didn't have more bombs. Definitely don't need the shurikens. No, we did. No, you didn't. You didn't see shit. Agree or belief, 1 Hive Tyrant versus 6 Custodes in Hive Tyrant's favor. Oh, it absolutely fucking is. Especially if you play tabletop. Those 6 Custodes are getting mulched, even if it takes, you know, two turns of battle instead of 1. But lore-wise, the Custodes would stomp without any fucking question, because of the Custodes, and GW's paralyzed with making them lose. It just doesn't happen. I think I would be much less of a smartass in my YouTube videos if Games Workshop allowed the Space Marines and Custodes to loose properly. The impromptu living room devilation, we've all done it. Look, Terraria happens. I don't need to explain myself beyond Terraria happens. If you've played Terraria, you know it happens. I don't need to explain myself to you, because you already know what the deal is. But for those of you who haven't played Terraria, Terraria happens. You ever play EDF? I have played EDF. I've played on my own. I've played with Gaijin Goomba, who is very pleasant to talk to. Good man, very funny. And the fact that he fucking noticed me was a goddamn shocker when it first happened. No, Gaijin Goomba's great. Played with him before. Played on myself. Played with some other friends. EDF's a good time. Thousands of favors to retrieve Magnus' spine. Leading to Lehman Russ coming back in 11th edition. Alright, I don't dislike Lehman Russ. I'll be honest, I kind of like Lehman. I like Lehman Russ. I hate his Legion. You know, no. You know what? Let's even take it further. I don't dislike his Legion. I hate his chapter. because the Space Marine or the Space Wolves in 30K, they kind of went through it. They were nothing obnoxious about them. The Space Marines in 40K, yeah, let's piss off the Inquisition and Thousand Sons and other Chaos chapters. How are we going to be punished for this? We're not. So fucking, 40K Space Wolves, I hate them. I hope they explode. 30K Space Wolves, I think they're alright. No major complaints to be had. Beyond the just, the general fact of I don't like Space Marines that much, therefore I don't like the Horus Heresy. Do we not have any fucking plot? Alright. $2 for Andrew Van Doles. Thank you. Been watching a lot of Isiendo and Coda. Have you? I have not lately, to be honest. I, of course, know of them, but I do not watch too many. Ooh, holy shit! Pardon me. I don't watch too many 40K channels nowadays. And do not take that. I'm fucking begging you from the bottom of my heart. Do not take that as I don't think they're good. I think they're quite good. I just, I guess my reasoning is a similar reasoning to Major Kills. I try to play Warhammer when I can. I write about Warhammer. I make videos about Warhammer. I don't watch too many channels about them. One, just because I feel like I think about it enough. The other main reason beyond that is that I don't want someone else's opinions on Warhammer to taint my own. Someone says X about, Y chapter. I don't want their opinions on them to taint my own, in case that bleeds into the video. If I make one about them. A lot of 40K channels dying off. I mean, define dying off is the thing. I think that's something you need to think about with YouTube. Is it like, what does dying off mean? Like, dying off like they're not as big as they used to, then I guess, yeah, a couple of them are dying off. But dying off the sense of like they're just completely gone, not doing it anymore, then no, I think a pretty good chunk of them are still around and functioning. Like, I mean, I've been doing YouTube for too long, relatively. Bring up Gaijin Guma, and then he's given me a lot of good advice on YouTube. He's been doing it for a fucking minute. Like, he is a YouTube veteran. I'm not. I've been doing this for, like, what, 2 years now? Not very long. I bring that up, not that is anything about how his channel's doing. That's, like, just reference for how he's been along. So, I'm not an expert to say on, like, how things are doing. He would be very good at telling you, like, just because he's been around for so long. I mean, I might ask him one time how X channel is doing compared to Y channel, because he's been around for quite a long time. But I don't think many 40K channels are dying. If you want to see tapering off, then yeah, I think that's fair. Because after a long time, channels are going to come into being and pass from the limelight. But at the sense of dying or dropping subs isn't fair. Like, not fair, let me repeat that. I think channels only drop subs when they massively fuck up and people stop watching them because they're idiots. My evidence for that statement, and if you'd like to get a little bit spicy, is Rooster Teeth. Rooster Teeth has been through the fucking ringer, let's say, politely. But if you look at Achievement Hunter, their sub count, they haven't gone down much. Because most people just don't care about unsubbing. They don't care to put the effort in. And when I say people, I'm including myself. Like, there's plenty of channels I'm subbed to. I don't watch anymore, but I'm just still subbed to them because I don't care to put the effort in. So I don't think even subs are that good of a metric to determine if a channel is dying or not. And again, with dying, what do you mean by dying? Do you mean they're not getting that many views anymore, or they just, like, don't care anymore about the channel? They're done putting effort in. I think we'll return that. I wasn't paying attention, and I got what I deserved. The dungeon's definitely going to be that way. So I need to go that way, because I need to be able to fly. Fuck. $5 manager Van Dole's fully understandable. We've got their British turbo outbreaking the Imperial Palace, sitting the gritty on Dorn and piecing out. That's another thing about channels. You can say they're dying, but, like, they'll also introduce something into, like, the cultural zeitgeist that is so prevalent that even if you're not thinking about the channel, you still say a thing. So, I don't... And again, maybe I'm just paranoid of making someone angry. But I don't like saying channels are ever dying. Because I don't think that's much of a good term to use. Like, what do you define as dead? You know? What does dead mean? Major Kills cringe racist. Just Google Major Kills Discord. Look at Google Images. I'm Major Kills Discord. I think his Discord has had some moments. But from when I have talked to him, he does seem like a cool guy. When he was on Lore Crimes and just a couple other times I've spoken to him. 40K channels sounds a lot like SCP YouTubers. I'm not familiar with SCP YouTube, so I can't really comment on that. That's not even a lack of willing or anything. That's just, I don't know shit about SCP YouTube. I'll just read the fucking wiki. Major Kills of Cthulhu. Yeah, I like it. Like I just said. He's been pleasant to talk to. Bring back Lorgar so he can get his shit pushed in by Corax. I would approve of that. Major Kill is not racist. I don't think he's racist. I think the absolute worst thing you can say about him is he had an edgy YouTube channel. And I don't think most people who had edgy YouTube channels were bad people. I think it's just old YouTube used to reward being needlessly edgy. Why do I have a dog? Because dogs are amazing pets. Major Kill makes a lot of offensive jokes, but I won't say he's racist, even though I approve of certain jokes. I think that's a good way to think about it. I think some stuff he's done might be a bit tasteless, but even that was long ago. I think nowadays, I don't know. I don't want to get into any shit. That's something just me personally I don't want to do. I don't want to cause or be involved in YouTube drama. I'm just here to make funny jokes and make people laugh and inform people a bit. I don't... Well, he's an Aussie. I don't know. I'm one of the people I've played this with is an Aussie. He's a good man. Even if, you know... I think he needs to stop playing Eldar shit online. I think that's a major problem with him. Tama. Major Gill has been edgy. It's true. Some will disapprove. And I don't think that makes him immune to criticism. I just think with the trends YouTube has had, edgy jokes I don't think it's worth judging someone over that. Worth saying don't do that again? Yeah, sure. Worth judging someone as a human being over? No, I don't think it's worth doing that. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. Got him. Photoshopping Cheems on the back banner of Space Wolves. Please do. And when you do, please show me. Just tag me on Twitter. Oh, pardon me, X. Fucking stupid shit. What mods are you playing with? Calamity, Stars Above, Dragon Ball Z mod, JoJo mod. I need a better fucking stand than the lock, by the way. Garbage. Prison Country, go Burr. I don't get it. I need another one of these from you. They can't compare moderns with Australia. We all know there. That is true. Australia is the wildlands. Prince and Elder conflicts of Australia, Frozen Nation. Yeah, no, I'm yeah, I've majored in history. I know what happened. Space torture. Hello. You're streaming on other platforms too? I'm not streaming on other platforms. I only stream on YouTube. I have heard from other YouTube channels that maybe it's best to make a separate YouTube, like Twitch or something for streaming. Let me let you in on a secret, all of you. That would require effort. And I don't want to put that in if I can help it. A fellow sword of historian. Good man. Here you go. What are your thoughts on Arma? I don't fucking care about Arma, dude. I think I would play Arma. Like that modded 40k Arma. I think that would be a lot of fun if I had people to play it with. I do not want to play fucking Arma on my own. I think I would be unhappy at most. Plan on any more Halo lore videos planned? I do. In fact, well, everyone's here. Well, the fine folk of the streamer here. I think I'll ask you all a question. A poll, if you will. Because there's a couple Halo videos I have planned. One of these is one of these already has some writing. But I'd be more than happy to do videos on all of these. So all of those videos have some basis in planning stages. It's just a matter of which one do I want to focus on. I'm gonna ask for Oni video immediately. Alright, fair enough. Attention is killing me. Look, it's fucking coming out. Thoughts on Payday 3? I don't have any of my own personal thoughts. Overall thoughts, it sounds like they fucked it up. But again, I haven't played it, so I can't really. I don't have a leg in that race. What mod pack? No mod pack. My own mods. I say my own mods like I fucking made these things. Who is fucking messaging me? What's your Steam? I'm going to sort those chests because you will not fucking sort any chest of mine, you bastard. I huff lead fumes. If you're still here, you're not sorting shit. Elites culture is interesting. Army painter tools are good for beginner minis collection. Like a tool set, everything you need. I mean, army painters like Dawn of War, I would say they're very good for an army collection. Because you can decide, hey, like, how would this look? Are they perfect? No, because, like, obviously, like, let's say you're using Dawn of War's army painter. You pick, like, secondary paint scheme. That can be a lot of things. Like, secondary paint scheme might, let's say you just want a different color for the shoulder pads. But, the shoulder highlights, secondary includes shoulder highlights and, the legs and something else. But purely for beginner's sake, I think army painters are very good for beginner paint schemes. Especially if you've got, like, the modded Dawn of War one, because that thing is very extensive. What is ODST? I'm fucking appalled with you. What is an ODST? What is an ODST? How dare you? Going back home. Fuck this. ODST is an orbital drop shock trooper. Thank you, Chinbig. Orbital drop shock trooper. Hell jumpers. UNSC's finest troops. Fornano says the fucking Spartans. The Spartans are not troops. The Spartans are their own thing. The finest troops are the orbital drop shock troopers. Our broker, no argument on this. Don't say Spartan 4s either. Fucking Spartan 4s. Garbage. They drop in a metal box and drop to a fucking planet all of themselves. Already makes them better than Space Marines, who do it in groups of, a couple. Space Marines, they can't drop from space without, their buddies next to them. ODSTs, all by themselves. Just you in that pod. You were all getting me going. You're all getting me going on my Halo better than Warhammer thing. And if you want me to stop, you gotta stop bringing up Halo. Because if you keep bringing up Halo, I'm gonna start liking Halo more than Warhammer again. And I'm not gonna stop it. Warhammer 40k, I should add. I wouldn't say I like Halo more than Warhammer Fantasy, because those are very different genres. But Halo more than Warhammer 40k? Not even a fucking contest. Legion, you're saying I will skin your joke. You can skin the lock all you want. I don't want the lock. The fact I got this is disappointing. If you live in Warhammer Fantasy, which race would you be in? What type of faction? Okay. Halo playthrough one. I did a Halo Reach stream. I'm gonna do one Combat Evolved at some time. Energy shields, just them a DMR and some armor. Hell yeah. You get your silenced SMG, and then a whole load of Covenant you gotta deal with. I think I'd pick the High Elves for Warhammer Fantasy, not because they have great lives compared to... I mean, the average one probably has a decent life, but not one without peril. But especially compared to the Eldar, right? Eldar in 40k, you die, automatic Slanesh problem. The High Elves might get grabbed by their, a patron god, and they have a decent chance to run to a waystone, or they just kind of hang out. I think I'd pick High Elves. Remember Thomas Reach? I still remember Thomas Reach. Aside from that moment where he was paralyzed by fear and wouldn't drive around, he was a real one. Way better than Cat on account of Cat's driving being a fucking crime. That was Angel Vandals. Thank you very much. Let me read this. ODC's playing on the scale of 40k would be utterly insane. And Boreal wouldn't know Steel Raid until he sees enough SOE IVVs to blot out the sun. Dude, ODSTs at a 40k scale would be fucking nuts. Like, you'd be fighting, like, let's say, you're the first Space Marine to be dealing with this, and you're fighting what to you just seems like a random guard regiment. And then suddenly a million drop pods blot out the sun, and you and your brothers are obliterated by some random schmuck who never heard of health and safety standards. I'm on fire. Hey man, how you doing? Choosing Eldar is a guaranteed eternal skull fucking. I think Ynnari could be fine. The Ynnari don't have to deal. Well, they do have to deal with Slanesh, but they have a. The Ynnari don't automatically go to Slanesh. They go to Iniad, which is much better than Slanesh. You stream Warhammer Realms of Ruin when it comes out? Probably. I'm hoping it does well. Both as a Warhammer Age of Sigmar fan and as a fan of RTS games. The golden age of RTS games is over, and that makes me very sad, because RTS games are a treat. I'm gonna die again, and I'm gonna get very angry. This is a pickle. Fuck! But yeah, I probably will stream Realms of Ruin. And again, like I said, I really hope it does well. It looks fun, and I hope it does well both for Age of Sigmar as a setting and just for strategy games. I have a theory, by the way, and feel free to call me crazy or agree with me on this. But I think in order to truly succeed, every Warhammer setting has needed a good video game. And by that, I don't mean be profitable. Warhammer was obviously profitable before video games came out. Or, like, video games of Warhammer came out. But I think to truly, like, blossom, I think every Warhammer setting has needed a video game. And so far, Fantasy has had Total War and Vermintide. A couple other games, but those are the ones that really brought it into the limelight. 40k, of course, had Dawn of War, Space Marine, Mechanicus. 40k's had plenty of good games. I hope Realm of Ruin is that for Age of Sigmar. Like, I really hope that. If not for the game itself, then because, like, for the setting. to change Warhammer Fantasy for sure. Oh yeah, like the Vermintide games definitely help bring it back. And Total War sealed the deal of, yeah, the setting kicks ass and you should all look into it. But genuinely, I do think that the Warhammer settings have needed a video game historically. Not to do good, but to really blossom into like, holy shit, this is something I need to check out. Henry Cavill publicly standing Warhammer doesn't hurt. That definitely didn't hurt. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that was a reason early this, like, January this year. A lot of Warhammer channels did very well, because Henry Cavill was saying some nice things about all of us. I say all of us like he was naming Warhammer channels. Warhammer, the hobby. Read about the vid game thing? Hey, I just think so. Didn't even remember Bolt Gun. Bolt Gun, alright. Hear me out. Bolt Gun is a very good, very fun game. It is not the kind of game that sticks with you. It's the kind of game you go, that was a blast, and I enjoyed every second of it, and then you move on. And another hot take, I don't think that's a bad thing for a video game to do. I think if a video game just happens, you have a good time, then you move on, I think that's a perfectly valid thing to reach for a video game. There's nothing wrong with not being, you know, years-long legacy like Skyrim. Just a fun game. $2 and, never mind, Shadow of the Horn Rat because Heavy is dead. Shadow of the Horn Rat was good because we got Arundel's quest out of it. If you ever played Halo Wars, I'm a fucking Halo Wars god, and I will never stream that because then you will all know that I'm lying to you about that. I fucking love Halo Wars, though. War Burning Sunshine is one of the best video games in video game history. Those Spartans do a backflip, shooting elites the whole way, and then one of them grabs the elite and gets in the way of the other elite, so that other elite honor guard stabs the first elite. Holy shit. I was like 8 years old when I first... No, like 10 years old when I first saw that. I need to once again retcon what I said in a video. The coolest video game cutscene is not Tip of the Spear from Halo Reach. It is not the Republic Commando intro. It is Tip of the Spear from Halo Wars 1. Or not Tip of the Spear, War Burning Sunshine. Where Sergeant Forge solos the Arbiter, and then 3 Spartans do backflips over elites and just clown on them. Oh my... masterpiece. Halo Wars 1 or Halo Wars 2. To then follow that up, I've not played Halo Wars 2. Not even because I don't want to, I just haven't done it yet. What do you think of Command & Conquer? It exists, and I love Hell March because it's a classic video game soundtrack, but I haven't played it. Alternate History Hub's video on it was fucking amazing, though. You done good, Hasselhoff. You done good. I think that Forge cutscene is the best. Oh, that is amazing cutscenes, because you get to see Spartans kick ass. The elites still look cool. They're not just, you know, clowned on, because even though Sergeant Forge does end up killing the Arbiter at the time, the Arbiter was still clearly outclassing him in every way. Sergeant Forge just played on his stupid honor. Max upgrades that Halo 1's Marine. What, were you turned into ODSTs? Yeah, of course I've maxed them. Sergeant Cutter. Since you're a Giga Chat enjoyer, you played on the 360, you played a game called Murder Miners. Holy shit. Not much of Murder Miners, but I did play it because a friend did not have Castle Miner Z, but he did have Murder Miners, and we played that instead. Not much of it again. I was more of a Castle Miner Z guy than a than a Murder Miners guy, but I have played Murder Miners, and that was some good stuff. Castle Miner Z, though, that is the real banger. You should all play Castle Miner Z. Murder Miners gang, where are you at? Oh, Legion's gotcha. Murder Miners is on Steam. Murder Miners. $3. Local units. All units. Local units. All units. Remember Halo Legends? Coolest shit I ever saw as an 8-year-old? Oh my fucking... Halo Legends. Every single one of those shorts is a mastermind. In fact... There's a right answer to this poll I'm about to drop on you, but I will, I should probably end this poll. Unity and 40K clutched it with ODSTs in second place. Unity Warhammer is a script I have any progress on. But I will keep in mind that ODSTs had second place. I might decide ODSTs anyway. But start poll. If you couldn't tell, I'm on my laptop as my second monitor. And like I said, there is a correct answer for this. And again, there are other shorts in Halo Legends, but those are the 4 that stood out to me the most. Origins, of course, was a good short, but it's good in the sense, you know, that it's great for learning about the setting. Some cool animation, some cool stuff. You know, very good. Speaking of stuff, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. Probably ditch the jacket because it's getting very fucking warm in my room. You can all think on that poll while I'm gone, and that you're already wrong on the poll. I'll give you a hint on that. So while I'm using the restroom, I'm hoping you can all figure out what the correct answer of that poll really is. I didn't mean to hit my dog with that. I am very sorry, Athena and Jazz. I did not mean to hit you with that. Where else? Again, like I said, think on that poll. Pick the right answer. Alright, you rat bastards. First of all, I had my phone on me. I saw that stream. I saw what y'all were saying. I'm not tall enough to have an opinion. First of all, words hurt. Words fucking hurt. Second of all, you'll never play Halo Legends. I don't think it was a game. There was a book and a short compilation. Good Lord, he's thick. I'm just going to take the compliment. Second of all, you've only 13% of you picked correctly. Odd one out is the best fucking Halo Legends short. Spartan 1337 is canon, and by God, he is canon, because how else? What else could you consider one heck of a mama himself like that? I'm one heck of a mama myself. God, fucking nothing was more hype than that. A Spartan and 2 teenage. Alright, let's. Android 17 and 18, but with different skins equipped. Beating the shit out of Super Saiyan Brute Frieza was peak. And if you don't agree, you're just wrong. You're just going to pick the Daisy short. I think the Daisy short was good. The problem is 343 made the Daisy like little chain cost like $5, and so retroactively just become the worst short because of that. You all played Halo and never watched Halo Legends? Ah, I see what you mean. Yeah, you should do both of those things. Those live commercials of Halo 3 was awesome. Yeah, they were. $5, Andrew Van Dolst. Thank you very much, Chief. As always, appreciated. And you say honor, but Rip Amorami was quite the dishonorable. Really earned his position as arbiter, not the title as it first envisioned. Alright, hang on a moment. Oh, fucking yeah, that guy from Halo Wars. He was a shitbag. And let's not beat around the bush. He drew his energy swords in front of the prophets. And for those of you who aren't aware, drawing an energy sword for the elites is equivalent to demanding blood. And you should not put it away unless you draw blood. And he drew it in front of the prophets and other elites. Which means by all rights, the Arbiter from Halo Wars should have either been executed or murdered one of the honor guards. He did, neither happened, so he's already kind of bitch-made for that. He was quite powerful, though. When you kick in that bony man's ass through sheer rage alone, I don't get it. Guess you won't see more of me is a heresy. Play Halo and watch Halo Legends, and then it won't be heresy. What was your favorite Halo Commander play in Legendary? Probably 3. Story time again. One time. In the heyday of Halo 3. Maybe not the heyday, but like 2011, 12. When, no, it was 2010 or 11, pardon me. I was playing Halo 3 with some friends. We were going for the Recon Challenge, where it's you got the 7 achievements, the Game Master achievement, Vid Master achievements. Remember these perfectly for Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST. And this is how you got the Recon armor. Which first, again, Recon armor, I never earned it, I'll fully admit. You had to earn that shit back in the Halo 3 days. You didn't just get it with the MCC. You had to earn that shit. You knew if someone had the Halo Recon armor, they were a different level. We were going through the Halo 3 achievements, and we had to get complete Halo 3, the final mission, Lasso, and in the Ghosts. We almost did it. We were in the Ghost, almost beat it on the Lasso. I was jumping into the Forward Unto Dawn. 3 of us were. And then the last person, the 4th one of us, fucking died. And right before we triggered the cutscene to beat the game, cutscene checkpoint, and we never made it again. And I have never forgiven my friend for that. And I think I'm in the right for not doing so, because that was a fucking heinous crime. Someone asked a question I wanted to answer. Does just being a content creator help your financial support? Believe it or not, it does. I have been blessed enough that I'm able to do this as a career. The only thing I can say with not being able to support me is that, again, and this is not, please do not take this as like me begging for support or anything. I'm not doing that. All of you being in the stream is plenty enough. The only problem is because I'm diabetic, PancreasNoWork. If you couldn't tell, I am diabetic. The only problem is I will at some point need to get health insurance, as I am young enough to, thankfully, be on parents' insurance. I am 24 years of age. 26 is the cutoff. And due to a variety of reasons I will not get into, I am lucky enough to still be on their insurance. When I hit 26, I will need to be on my own insurance. It is no longer legal or possible to be on that. But that being said, do not take this as I desperately need support, as I will likely be able to get a part-time job where I may accept a little bit lower pay, but I will get benefits. And quite frankly, being able to do YouTube most of the time for my work and occasionally working at Costco or something for benefits is a benefit that most people do not get to say they have. So, long answer to that question, is YouTube enough for my financial support? Short answer is yes, with some caveats. Long answer, yes, but I might need a secondary job to support it, depending on where I'm at in about 5 months. Hope that answered your question. Hope also that wasn't me information dumping on all of you. And even 6 where I am, lol. I gotta ask Elf70 for High Elves from Fantasy 40k. High Elves from 40k, or from Fantasy easily. Yes, sir. The Eldar, I like my Eldar, but I think the High Elves both get far more respect and deserve far more respect. Do what you gotta do, job. Dog, thank you. And I mean, that's where I'm at. YouTube, again, like I was saying, YouTube, thanks to all of your support, has done more towards my own... this fucking bastard. I am trying to have a moment, and you're... Alright, anyway. But yeah, like I was saying, thanks, because YouTube is a job that I know it's very overplayed, but when a creator thanks you, we do mean that from the bottom of our heart, because you do... Yes, I'm aware. F's in the chat, everyone, please, for myself. But, yeah, YouTube is a job that only exists because people are willing to watch and support. So, again, thank you all for that. But, with that said, with what I've done for myself and the support you've all given, what I have is more than enough. If I wasn't diabetic, to live on... it'd be enough to have maybe a little bit of a Spartan lifestyle. Like, I wouldn't be going to vacations every fucking year. Let's go to Disney World. But it would be enough to live. It's just with diabetes, I'll probably need to be, some point in the future get a part-time job. Which, again, I'm not complaining about. What, stock shelves for, long enough to qualify for benefits. And then do this as a job? God forbid. There's much worse fates in this world than that. So, again, please do not think I'm begging for support or anything. If you do not do anything beyond just watch my shit, you've done more than I could possibly have dreamed of when I started this. Have father with diabetes? Well, then you know what the American healthcare system thinks of us. Are you working out? Alright, well, I need to... Your voice does not fit your face does not fit your voice. If it helps, I had a beard, and you can watch other streams and look at the beard. Got that out, see ya. Little Luna, thank you for joining. Alright, insulin pump is not insulin pump. Dexcom being allowed. Oh, I'm not American. Ah. Well, you get the diabetes thing, then. Somebody support the PayPal's ban in my country. Sorry, man, you only get my words of love. That is more than you need to give, man. Thank you. Whether with type 1 diabetes for 30 years now, mate. Well, then, you get what it's like. Although, honestly... saying that, out of every disease I could have gotten, diabetes only really sucks because I need to pay for it. Like, I think of it this way, I could have cancer. I could have, plenty of horrible diseases that are chronic. Diabetes, living with it, honestly, isn't that bad. The worst thing with diabetes is paying for it. Because I live in America, and the healthcare is garbo. But... like I've just hopefully been coming across, I have ways I think I'll be able to, I'm confidently willing to say I'll be able to handle this with YouTube. So, diabetes on its own, honestly, isn't the worst thing I could have. Move here to Europe. My father's diabetes no luck. I'm not saying it's a fucking piece of cake. Diabetes isn't great. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. I just like to think of it as out of everything I could have, like, I'd much rather have what I have right now than, like, cancer or something. But I've also had it since I was 19 months old, So it's not like it's, I physically cannot remember not having diabetes, What's your favorite slur from Age of Sigmar? Warhammer helps. Knife ear is the classic, It's hard to go wrong with knife ear. Although I would never use that against Warhammer elves. Elder Scrolls elves. Now we're cooking. I hate I hate the myrrh. The only good myrrh is a dead myrrh. But Warhammer elves, no slur, because they're perfect and without fault. Ignore Malekith. Please ignore Malekith when I say that. Enwa's a good one. Although that's not against elves, that's against non-elves. Viewers could be Canadian of the edge of the news before that. Oh, you're diabetic? Kill yourself. Elves should use the sharp hearing more and shut the fuck up. Alright, hey, listen, buddy. This is I'm going to give a public service announcement to everyone who says, complains about people picking elven wizards as boring. How many elven wizards do you know in real life, huh? Like for D&D, you judge people picking elven wizard because that's boring. How many elf wizards do you know in real life, motherfucker? Malika, the guy who subscribed to his mom's OnlyFans. Alright, listen. Listen. Without judging, without condemning nor condoning, I understand. It's Marathi. Can you blame the guy? Because tomorrow when it's speedrun where it ends when you get called a slur for the very last. Dunmer suck. Dunmer have a 50-50 shot of being the chillest people in the entire setting you'll meet, or the absolute worst. There's no in between with the Dunmer. There's no Dunmer you'll meet and be like, yeah, he's a cool guy. He's there. They're either the coolest or the worst. Marathi is doomed to become Hellebron. What does that mean? What do you mean she's doomed to become Hellebron? They're two different people. This one is slightly better, I guess. We can blame Malika for a lot of things. We can blame him for most of what's wrong with Warhammer Fantasy, to be honest. Nagash only happened because he sent those Dark Elves assassins to start the War of the Beard. The High Elves and Dwarves both only had their Dark Ages because they fought each other because of those assassins of the War of the Beard. Yeah. Malika could be blamed for a solid 80% of the Warhammer Fantasy World's woes. Look like Crone sometime. No, she's not. Marathi will forever be beautiful. Watch YouTube streams that much. How's it going, Pancreas, man? It's going well. Like I said, I'm gonna need it. Give me a moment. I have a regular Coke in my room. There's a fun diabetes tip for all of you. Always keep something with sugar on you, in case you have a low blood sugar. Because then you don't need to interrupt what you're doing and go grab, a candy bar or something. You just go, hey, look, I had a regular Dr. Pepper in my room. There it is. It also means I get to have Dr. Pepper as a medical reason, which is pretty great. Malika, that's a dope armor suit. Oh yeah, easily. Malika's suit of armor is fucking great. Big brain prey like there. Yeah, like I said, hey, I've had diabetes since before I could physically have memories. I know what I'm doing. $2 from the gift of Moody. I'm gonna fucking kick your ass, and if you left the bar, who would win? Covenant, Empire, or the Z Fighter? Fucking Z Fighters. Would Dragon Ball Z beat any of these settings? Yes, you asshole. I know him in real life, and I want you all to call him mean names. What are you doing up at 5 in the morning? I'm a fucking moron, and I have the worst sleep schedule on the planet. What are you doing up? You have a real job. I was suddenly transported further with all my knowledge. If I say we'll be dead or join the guardsmen. Yeah, even if you had all your knowledge, you would go up and be like, hey, look, I know what the Eldar want. They don't really hate the Imperium for the most part. They just want to live. You would get shot. I'm about to re-gift it to my least favorite relative. Murder him. I don't sleep well. I fucking cheers to that, man. I wouldn't be up at 5 in the morning if I slept well. I'm drunk and high. I'm allowed to be awake. My dreams will be fucked. I've told some friends about this. One of them who's probably not in the stream right now, but if he was, he would tell you all about my dreams, because I tell him about them because it's funny. My dreams are fucking wild, dude. I love my dreams. They're like TV. We get 5 every day for work. I do apologize, but that being said, I have... my sleep schedule has been at points where I go to bed at 6 and wake up at 2 in the morning. So there is some, I say sorry like it's a bad thing. If it works for you, then I don't think anyone should judge sleep schedules. Which is a common theme in things I've been saying. I need more key crystals. Is the League of Votann allied with the Imperium? More than they aren't. That's not to say they won't fight Imperial planets, but they're not going out of their way to blow Imperial stuff, both because they're trading partners to some extent, and because a lot of the time there's no reason to. Night shift gang, my bedtime is noon. Good fucking man. That is my man right there. Hercule Satan over Goku. Well, yeah, no shit. Mr. Satan beat Cell. Hercule beat Cell. Goku died to Cell. I think it's pretty clear who wins on that argument. Cappuccino says hi. Dude, tell Cappuccino I said hi too. I hope Cappuccino's doing well. My bedtime is now at 6 a.m. Well, I hope you have a good night, Chief. And I'm beating the Eye of Cthulhu before I stop streaming. So I hope you either fall asleep to the stream and it's a good night's sleep, or I hope you log off and have a good night's sleep. Did I just see your character going sane or something? I don't have any key stuff yet because I want to fly first, actually. And this is Terraria, so naturally every single thing involves incredible amounts of grind. I sleep 6 hours, I'm refreshed. I am jealous of you. Like, ignore any sleeping time stuff. I sleep for 12 hours and I'm still tired. I don't have a dad. Dude, I was thinking who wins, diabetes or Goku. If Goku had diabetes, he'd be unfortunate. It'd be like the heart virus, but all the time. Also, stop gifting me money. The Chipotle? Fuck, I could go. No, I don't want Chipotle that bad. Who's dying to a heart attack in Cell Saga? No, it was the Android Saga. That's different than the Cell Saga. You bought me a beer? I fucking... Not tonight, I didn't. Yeah, at some point I've bought you a beer. Hercule will be a strong character in almost every other manga. Yeah, in almost every other manga, he would be like top 5 strongest characters. It's just he lives in Dragon Ball Z, where if you aren't blonde, you're worthwhile. Nick Swanson, what did you say? I feel like I'm saying a lot. I would like to ask you to clarify. Kakarot, this kind of thing is pretty strong. I don't think I can beat it. Oh, Christ, I've seen that before, and it is vaguely depressing. It is funny, though. The money bit? What did you say? I mean, no one's telling you to donate, but that being said, every single bit I do appreciate. Don't tell Studio Funny Man. Nick Knox, thank you for that. Well, thank you for the five of that currency. I also apologize. I'm uncultured and don't know what that is. Again, I do want to put it out. Every single donation I do appreciate it, even from the motherfuckers I know in real life who are doing it to be funny. I do appreciate that. So, the gift of Moody, I do appreciate that greatly. Thank you. As for everyone else, Neeks Knox, I hope I said that right. I apologize if I didn't. Nick Swanson, I do appreciate both your donations. Not $10 again, Nick Swanson. 5 euros from Nick Knox, and everyone else who's donated. I do appreciate that greatly. Again, like I've said, YouTubers live off audience support. No matter how much they say they don't. That is how we have a job. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, I can now fly. Welcome to the Dragon Ball Z key charging noise. I hope you accept it. We are your boss. I wouldn't say that much. I think you're more like my stockholders. You don't tell me what to do, but I need to please you, because otherwise things go bad quickly. Kakarot, the Discord messages. Vegeta, we need to blow up the Earth. $2 from Akuji Azure. Ever play Yakuza or Like a Dragon? I have not yet. But I need to for a couple reasons. One, they just look like really fun games. And two, the Remembrancer I have talked to him a lot about how, like, I say I've talked to him. He's talked about those games a ton. He is, by the way, I'm pretty sure he said he's 100%ed at multiple of the Yakuza games. So the Remembrancer, if you don't have anything on topic to say about his content, but you want to leave a comment, talk about Yakuza. He will be able to talk to you about them forever. I know he's played them a lot, and I'm sure he would appreciate it. At the very least, in the Lore Crimes at a stream, at one point, bring up Yakuza, like while a live stream for Lore Crimes is going, a live release, bring up Yakuza, and either Remembrancer will have a lot up to talk to you about those games. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. I haven't played them. I want to play them because they look fucking amazing. It's just a matter of I need to sit down and play it, and I will admit I fall into a bit of rut with video games lately. Play Persona 5 Royal. Moody, I'm not playing the fucking Persona games. He's going to tell me to watch My Hero next. I'm not doing that. No, don't agree with him. Don't agree with them that the Persona's good. Don't agree with him. Dude, coward. Don't fucking agree with him! My Hero was great. Oh, man. Why'd you say that? Just give me a Fire Warrior remake? I think I'd be down for that. I would like a Fire Warrior remake that isn't a shit video game. Watch Boku no Pico. Alright, well. Why'd you have to type that? Why'd you have to type that? Jesus H. Christ. The fuck is that? Gnome? The fuck? Stream playing Asura's Wrath. Now that is something I'd be down for. Opinions on Fallout in general. I mean, I like Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. I have not played the first two. As for Fallout 4, I think the gameplay of Fallout 4 is very good. Well, maybe not very good. Very good for Fallout, especially compared to 3 and New Vegas, which, again, New Vegas especially, great game. The gameplay of New Vegas is bad. I'm going to be honest. The combat in New Vegas is not fun, because it's still just Bethesda's old combat engine, not great. But everything else is great. Fallout 4 improved vastly upon that gameplay engine, and was garbage in every other respect. $5 Manager Van Dolst. Have you seen the artist Graffiti Soul on Twitter? Big fan of his homebrew chapter, Lord of Thunder, and their whole Vietnam War aesthetic. I will look them up. While I'm waiting for slimes to spawn so I can kill them for key crystals. Fallout 4 is a good shooter. Yes, that is a good way to put it. It is a fairly solid shooter in other regards. Not great. I think I've got a friend who's really into Fallout. Not so much Skyrim. He just loves Fallout as a setting and everything. And at one point he said, and he's the biggest Fallout fanboy, so I'm willing to quote him on this and take it as like fact almost. Fallout 4 is a great game. It is not a great Fallout game. Which is kind of how I've come to view Fallout 4. It's a good game in a vacuum. As a Fallout game, not great. It's not terribly good as a Fallout game. Andrew Vendell's $2. Thank you very much. YouTube refused to let me post the Bird app's true name. The fact that it did that is a crime. Because it's Twitter. Alright, please tell me, anyone who's watching or listening to this, have you ever seen anyone call Twitter X? Like, genuinely. I don't mean like as a joke, like, oh, I was on X the other day. I mean like, without any irony or comedy or anything at all. We're like, yeah, I was on X the other day. Because I have never seen anyone do that. I have one yes and a whole lot of nopes. Patrick, I am fire. Please, you actually know someone who did this. What? All right. Please tell the story and what is wrong with them. And I apologize if they're your friend, but if they're calling Twitter X, I think they need a doctor. Call it X because it should be known what Elon did to it. And you know what? I can accept that reason. Yes, is like they found it cool. That's it. I think I hate that reason more than anything else you might have said, because that reminds me of the kind of person who would unironically make their name like XX_ Sasuke Super X_X in like Xbox Live days. Which, again, no apologies if that is someone you know and that's offensive to them, but tell them to stop calling Twitter X. In half year, everyone will. I don't doubt that. That's the worst part. I'm sure people will be calling Twitter X. And have XX under Twitter X. They actually have the type of name. Oh, I see. I did make my username on Fortnite XX_Goku Black XX. But in my defense, I just thought it was a funny shitpost. You can call it cringe because I made it that period, but you can't call it cringe because I did it unironically thinking it was cool. I didn't think it was cool. I thought it was goofy and stupid. I need more life crystal hearts. What the fuck is this? It was a funny shitpost. Oh, well, thank you for that. $2 and vendors. Much appreciated. Only seen brand accounts and muskrat stands use X. I don't... I saw a poll that was like, yeah, 66% of users still call it Twitter. And I was like, what do you mean 66? I mean, like, 96 rounded up to 100, right? Because there's no way only 66% of people on Twitter still call it Twitter. It's Twitter. You can't be fooling anyone genuinely, right? I wonder how the VX and FX things are going to adopt their links to change when it shifts completely. I have no idea. Are Bretoni the French? No, they're like English, French, like King Arthur, that mythos combined into one abominable, horrible child that should be killed. I hope Bretonians explode. I hope the old world has no lore about them except them losing combat battles. Thank you for the 65 SCK, chin big. I've been thinking of trying Total Warhammer. Should I? Okay. If you want me to be totally honest, get 2 on sale. Try it. And then, like, try it before the sale ends. And then based on that, get the rest of, like, some 2-in-1 DLCs as you, like that faction. Beyond that, 3 is completely up to you. Because 3, I have enjoyed 3 plenty, especially with the Nagash mod being ported over. But 3 has been CA turning into EA, with like the DLC and the pricing and shit, that I don't want to fully recommend 3 anymore. Like, I don't feel good completely recommending 3. 1 and 2, especially on sale, yeah, definitely grab Total Warhammer 1 and 2. But 3, I don't know anymore. CA has dropped the ball too many times 3 for me to completely honestly answer, should you get that, because I don't know. Camilla, thank you very much for the $2. You're my major lore nerd nonsensical crush. Well, I'm glad you enjoy the nonsensical lore nerd shit. Lord knows I do, so I'm glad you enjoy listening to it. Nagash and Warhammer 40k. I fucking wish. I did a video with Amber King. It's on his channel. You should check it out if you haven't. about like saving the Eldar was what it called. And part of that was, we were both talking about how we wish the Eldar had like a Iniad was a proper necromancy thing. But more than that, I wish 40k had a proper necromancy thing. They completely wasted necromancy in what... Fucking... I'm blanking out his name. Mortarian's backstory. Like, yeah, the entire concept of necromancy, yeah, it fucking gives you a Primarch's backstory. First of all, I think the Primarchs are overrated. Second of all, you're wasting all of necromancy on one of the most, fucking mid-Primarch's backstory. That's what you're doing. Sinister 1030, are you ever going to do a list video? Well, first of all, thank you for the $5. Much appreciated. Second of all, yes, every single tabletop faction will, in AOS 40k, will get a tabletop. And because the Lizardmen are also in Total War, they will probably at some point get another do or don't. They might get two because of that. That being said, I know I've said it publicly before, but just to put it out again now, my schedule for videos is when I want to do it. One, both because, I'll admit, I'm a little bit lazy. Although when I say I want to do videos, like what video I'm doing next is mostly based on what I want to do, which is why I'll put a poll out. I do listen to polls I put out, but the poll answers are always something I want to do. So if say I'm doing a poll, it's like just complete. This isn't a poll that's coming up. I'm just gonna make it up. Ultramarines versus Iandon. Those are the two poll options. Well, that means I want to talk about the Ultramarines and I want to talk about Iandon. So there are the options. And whichever one the community wants, I'm going to talk about one of those. So with that being said, the Lizardman video will come when I want to talk about the Lizardman. Because I do not feel like I make good videos when I'm forcing myself to talk about something. Which is why you'll notice I never made a fucking video about the Lion. I've never wanted to talk about Lionel Johnson. I'm pretty mid on Lionel Johnson. And purely from a hype and marketing standpoint, yeah, I probably should have made a video about Lionel Johnson. I don't care, is the problem. Do you script to make video, do or don't video? I use script for every single one of my videos. I do not handle being completely unscripted. To give myself some credit, I'm not gonna, pity seek. I do think I'm a funny person. That being said, I think it definitely helps when I have infinite time to come up with funny words to say in a script. When I'm not scripted, it is much less, proper, I feel like. So, all my videos are scripted. Netpipe, thank you for the $2. Thoughts on Shadow of Change DLC? Genuine thoughts, because like I said, I did get it. It's vastly underwhelming in many ways. The Mutilex Vortex Beast being added was cool. I do like what they were doing with the Changeling. Beyond that, they did not add enough. Kislev and Cathay did not get enough added to them to make it worth it. I do not think the fucking Zangor should have beaks. I'm just gonna be honest. That is the single least thing I could possibly ask for. Give the Zangors beaks. I'm not asking for a lot when I say give the Zangors beaks. That is something they have in lore. And again, people like Total Warhammer because it's a Warhammer game. I'm willing to bet that if you stripped Warhammer from Total Warhammer, just made it a random wizard game, but it had a war license, still be popular, but not nearly as popular as it is. So, overall, CA dropped the ball hard on Shadows of Change. And I do generally hope they do well, because I've been playing Total War since I've been 5 years old. I love Total War. I would love CA forever. They're one of the few companies I have always given the benefit of the doubt, because, nostalgia, call it nostalgia blinded, but I do love the Total War. I do like CA a lot. But even with all my nostalgia blindness, they hard dropped the ball on Shadows of Change. So, as of right now, do not get Shadows of Change. Maybe if it goes on sale, or maybe if they add some new patches to it and make it worth it. As it stands right now, do not buy Shadows of Change. And again, like I said, I bought it, and I can tell you, it's not worth it. How old are you, if you don't mind asking? 24 years old. I don't mind you asking. Don't Zangor models have beaks? I don't think they do. And if they do, they added that after the fact. No, yeah, Zangor oh yeah, if you mean like models on tabletop, yeah, they have beaks on tabletop. In the game, no, they don't have beaks. They're just reskins. Gun is horribly lazy. Like, out of everything to ask, Zangors, right? Animations, everything else, 99% of the skin, you reuse a beastman and paint it blue. I wouldn't mind that. They don't have beaks. And, like, modeling a beak onto a model is not asking a lot. Like, that is not me asking, like, no beaks. That's fucking funny. But yeah, like, modeling a beak onto a model is not asking for the world. It's a beak. See, 100 been added to them because GW wanted to sell more Zangor models. I think that would be, honestly, one of the only ways to give CA more credit. Is to pin the blame on GW for the shit they've been pulling lately. And I think the worst thing about that is, like, if it came out that GW is the reason CA's been making so many shit business decisions with Warhammer Total War, I wouldn't doubt it. There's other stuff I want to answer. $2 from the, or €2 from the average Irish dude. Much appreciated, Chief. Thank you. Have you seen Mr. Bowen's Eldar video and any opinion? I think he's wrong, but I have seen the video. And with that being said, I don't think he's wrong in the sense of he's a fucking idiot. I think he's wrong in the sense of I disagree with him, and I don't think he's right. But I thought it was a good video. It was funny. It was for the most part, it was well done. In fact, for the all part, it was well done. I think it was a good video. I just disagree with it. So yeah, Mr. Bones' video on the Eldar, good video. I disagree wholeheartedly with the elf slander, but I don't think it was a bad video. I think the video was just called I Hate the Eldar. In fact, I'll look it up really quick because I don't want to be giving anyone false information. I absolutely despise the Eldar was the name of the video. So you can't fault him for half-assing it, if anything, if nothing else. $2 from Andrew Van Dulst. Thank you, sir. Posted LOT chapter sample and artistic endeavors. I ask you to clarify what you mean, but I do thank you for the $2. I have fucked up my laptop. Why is the... Alright, there we go. Understand, he didn't like how the elves were treating the lore. That is a fair thing. You can, a lot of the time, pretty easily predict how elves are going to act in a fantasy race. But, and I might bring this up later, spoiler alert, I won't tell you exactly how, but this argument might be coming up in the future, sometime soon, everyone. But, the thing with the elf argument he made, every fantasy race is predictable. You know what dwarves are going to do in every single fantasy race, not just elves. They're going to live in mountains, they're going to like mining, they're not going to like elves, they're going to think humans are a little bit goofy, but they get along with them. That's going to be 99% of dwarves. Like, it's every fantasy faction. Not just the elves, and indeed Eldar. And with that being said, while he is right, you can guess how the average Eldar and High Elf will act in Warhammer. I think a key thing about making elves tolerable is having them earn their arrogance, right? Like, if someone's arrogant without having earned the arrogance, you're just a cunt. You're just a dickhead. But if you've earned the arrogance, like you have things historically backing you up, you're like, yeah, I'm arrogant. X, Y, and Z reason why I'm arrogant. I've earned it. That's different. That is the difference between Vegeta and Mr. Satan. When to join the streams talking about elves? Welcome! $2 from Andrew Van Dulst. Image of his art on the eponymous Discord channel. Listen. My Discord profile picture is Franz doing the EBDB. I love elves more than any other race, but I love Franz more than any other. And if anyone dares, you can discount the elves. I understand people have different tastes. If you dare to smack talk Franz, the Prince and Emperor of Reichland, bearer of the Reichland Runefang and Galmaraz, Defier of the Dark, Rider of Deathclaw, Prince and Emperor, Electricon of Reichland, Wielder of Galmaraz. I hope you explode. Because he is perfect in all ways, and I love him. I gay for Franz? You should be. I think lusting after Karl Franz goes beyond sexuality. It is simply common sense. This shit tier elf legless meme, I'm going to need a bit more than that, but Prince of Emperor, Emperor of the Reichland, you gay for Franz? Very. I would bear his children if I was biologically capable of it. You might say, Pancreas, Colin. It's a bit of a weird thing to say online. My retort, I don't care. Talking about the free guild general on Griffin. I hope you explode. I hope you explode. I hope you stub your toe on a table for the rest of your life. And I hope that you have testicular torsion for the rest of your life. Fuck you. Your question ain't gay to want to fuck that man. Good man. It's just common sense. Again, and if you do love him in a gay way, I don't blame you. I do too. But I don't think it's gay to love Franz. Oh my god, chill, man. No, I'm not chilling. I'm not chilling about Karl Franz. So that free guild general looks pretty sick. I'm going to kill you. Did Karl Franz... Remember, there's like a 40% chance that happens. You fucking Christ. Holy shit. $2. Andrew Van Dols, thank you. I tried that first. Clydebot denied its delivery. I'm sorry. We see a tabletop battle between you and Bones. You might see something. I won't spoil more. I won't spoil more. Take Mr. Friend's icon is very ice looking. Yeah, he's great. You're a dwarf supporter and you're an elf supporter. You can be both. You can like elves and dwarves. The idea that it's one or the other is a false dichotomy. So why not just so far Karl Franz could live in our world? Dude, I would sell my life. If Karl Franz got to be real but it required my life, I'd fucking... in a heartbeat, dude. He can have it. The answer to elves or dwarfs is easy as Nagash. You know what? That is a good answer. Such is the power of Nagash. So my nut just... Oh, mighty Setcher. Listen. I meant you're an elf sport and he's a dwarf sport. Listen. First of all, Karl Franz supports any who would aid in the fight against Chaos and the Orcs and the other horrible powers of the Warhammer world. If he's working with elves, he's happy to work with elves. If it's dwarfs, he's happy to work with dwarfs. So that's first of all. He's willing to work with both, plenty equally. Second of all, you can like dwarves and elves. There's nothing stopping you from that. And the idea that you can only like one or the other is a false dichotomy. Doesn't just hate elves, though. He made like 2 foot down videos where he made an elf video about him. Listen, people can dislike certain fantasy races. That's fair. He's wrong in not liking elves, but I respect him for having his opinion. Sigmar kind of like a mix of elves and dwarves, except we're way more self-imposed explosions. No, Skaven are better than both. You can take that from the elves too. The Skaven are simply the master race. Karl Franz may be the best character, but the Skaven are the best race in 40k, elves included. I meant to say Warhammer, pardon me. Apparently I'm asking for the world to get another fucking heart. £2 euros. I got it right third time. From the average Irish dude. Thank you, much appreciated, sir. Did Carl Franz marry his cousin? Is he a biller? I would like to not answer that question. That is my answer to that question. Thank you very much for the donation. It is much appreciated. I'd like to not answer your question. Why so early of a stream? I haven't gone to bed yet, so it's a very late stream. That's why so early of a stream. He's a Habsburg. Everyone calling Carl Franz a Habsburg. I hope you explode. He's from Alabama. I hate that, but that's also really funny. Is that a hook? It's a chain knife. It's more damage than what I got. Fuck. I need that for gems. This will be one of those few games I play, by the way. I will pick this up again at some point on stream, by the way. Just a matter of when. But I'm not leaving Terraria behind. At least he didn't get cucked by Deathclock. No, that didn't happen to Carl Franz. What the fuck? There were a lot of similarities between the Silent King and Big Nagash. I don't think there are. Mostly because, well, the Silent King, he's a fool for Chuck Catan. I think he did many things wrong. I think he shouldn't have done what he did. I don't think he necessarily acted out of maliciousness. Nagash is just a dickhead. Nagash did everything he did out of maliciousness and being the worst. Every single possible negative connotation you give to Nagash, he's earned it. Sexist, yes. Racist, yes. Fucking authoritarian, fucking everything wrong. Just think of a negative adjective. It applies to Nagash. But that being said, that's why we love him. Because rarely, especially nowadays in Warhammer, do you get a villain who's just the worst. Like the Horus Heresy, right? They spent too many books trying to convince you, yeah, but the traitors were justified in joining hell. Nagash rolls up and is like, no, I'm just awful. I'm just the worst. And I respect that. Back, what did I miss? Nothing particular important. I've done mining and then I've done nothing of import since then. Speaking of which, I think it's time to dig the elevator, but I wouldn't do that without a soundtrack for everyone. Well, actually, I should ask. Does Carl Franz pay taxes? Of course he does. He doesn't really need to. He's the emperor. There's the worst like Nagash and the worst like Morty. Yeah, that's fair. Well, yeah, Nagash is worse in the sense of he's morally wrong in every single thing he does. Morty is the worst in the sense of, God, you're fucking boring to ever think about. $2. Andrew Van Dols, thank you. Found something cool since last stream, a TF Codex. What is a TF Codex, and would you mind enlightening me? Alright, everyone, the poll should be answered, and that will determine if I'm playing music or not while I dig the elevator. Carl Franz pays his taxes with that, yeah! TF Transformers? Titanfall or Transformers? If you mean Transformers, I would fucking love to see a Transformers Codex for this. Played Soulstorm the other day and made sure the guardsmen weren't thrown on the meat grinder. A lot of start and proper equipment. As arming them with plasma to go against Space Marines. Yeah, if you arm guardsmen as well, it turns out a Space Marine, yeah, he's still gonna die against plasma. Listen, Solar Monolith, don't just spoil the fucking song. How about that? 100% Vogue as democracy. Well, you all asked, And because my recording software only records audio from the computer, which is literally everything from Discord to games I'm playing to YouTube, enjoy, everyone. I did see Major Kill Bet should be the stream from a video a month ago. It was cool to do so. Thank you for the congrats on 150K. You asked for Diggy Diggy Hole. You get it. I'll turn it down a bit because I feel like it's a bit loud. Turn it up. Raised in the dark, safety of a mountain home. All together, everyone. I know you know the lyric. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. A rock and the stone. Rock and stone, brother. I must say again, thank you to all of you listening, both for listening and giving me the chance to yell rock and stone is my job. No words I can say can put how appreciative I am of that into context, but thank you, genuinely. Call it a nerdy, call it being a loser, but I appreciate what I do for a living, and I can't thank you all enough. And with that being said, I noticed everyone said turn it up. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. A dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Should play DRG on stream sometime? I absolutely will. Thank you once again, Andrew Vandels, for the $5 Transformers Codex for 40K. Fortunately, very work in progress. The setting flip is most complete. Well, as a lore YouTube channel, I appreciate that. I will need to check that out. Divine, steel in our bones. To dig and dig makes us free. Come on, brother, sing with me. You know what you gotta type in chat, right? Oh, that is a classic fucking song right there. Oh, now I'm nostalgic for old Minecraft and Rooster Teeth Let's Plays. I've done nothing but dig down and put on this song, and God, I'm feeling hyped. How many, oh, I've got 6 lenses. Interesting. I think it's time, where's the nearest corruption? I think you all need to see, the most important mod I have installed, in this mods I've installed. I need 4 more basic key crystals, and then all of you can see A, what I have, and B, you can watch the stream get struck down for copyright. But I don't care. The reason this song fucks almost as hard as Call Franz. Listen, they fuck in different ways. Carl Franz fucks, but Diggy Hole is... Where are my fellow people under 5'8"? You and I share something in common, that we are the true dwarves. Skyrim dungeon mod? No, it's not the Skyrim dungeon mod. It's something much better. In fact, I want to tab out to see what song is going to play. There's your hint. It's a music mod. But I'm not going to tell you what the music mod is, because that would completely ruin the fun, you know? Representing the dwarfs. 6-4 game? Alright. 6-4 game. Alright, you fucking space marine. Five 7 gang? My brother! You ever watch, hope you've watched, Jujutsu Kaisen. My brother! I fucking love Toto. He is the best character in that show. Oh, I have enough key crystals now. Splendid. Toto and Itadori's fight versus the plant thing. I don't care to remember its name. Was, oh my god, that was amazing. And then Gojo showed up after the end to just be like, yeah, I'm Gojo, you're dead. Fuck you. I'm just walking menacingly. Oh, speaking of menacingly, I've watched and read the manga. I don't say sadly. Jujutsu Kaisen is a good anime to watch. No, you know, My Hero, then I might judge you a little bit. But Jujutsu Kaisen, fucking banger. Give me those dirt blocks. You never know when you need them. Vandals, thank you once again, sir, for the $5. Glad to hear. It's a tad fan-wakey, but enjoyably so. Favorite part is the recount of the fall of Cybertron received in a Great Crusade. I don't mind fan-wakey stuff, especially, again, if it's a fan-made material, you want fan-wake. If it's a fan-made material, yeah, it should be fan-wakey. It's made by a fan for fans. I don't mind if it's a bit, like, you know, Mary Sue or, like, out of character. It's for fans. It's fan fiction with rules. It should be fun. Deku! Oh, that's fucking my hair. Gross. So short I hummed the Song of Durin. Chainsaw Man is all pretty lit. The manga scores. I haven't read the manga, but I have seen Chainsaw Man. Season 2 hasn't come out yet, because if it has, I need to get watching that pronto. My Hero fan spotted, commencing point and laugh. Good man. Point and laugh at them. Do you read JJK manga? I don't. I do not read much manga, I'll be honest. I don't even watch much anime or TV, and I know, shocker for me, the man who derails every single thing he's on to bring up fucking VTubers at every opportunity. But I do not watch much manga. Or read much manga, Christ. Or watch that much anime. Yeah, I found I do not, like, watch or, like, read stuff, at least in terms of just like, anime stuff anymore. I don't know why, I just haven't sat down and done it much lately. Which, even, like, no, I'm a bit of a weeb. Not a super hardcore weeb, but, I do like my animes. A fucking Majin Vegeta tattoo, I better like my animes. But especially, like, as of the past few years, I haven't much watched, too much anime and shit. Say it ain't so, I'm afraid I am a weeb. Not a hardcore weeb. I make fun of hardcore weebs. Although that could just be because I'm on Twitter and I see what hardcore weebs on Twitter count as hardcore weebs, and Ooh, boy, fucking people on Twitter, though. Nightmare, no matter what fan group you're a part of. Jesus. You ever want to be unhappy with what you're a fan of? Go to Twitter and look for the community you're a part of, and yeah, you won't want to be a part of that community anymore. Just a gas chef. Black Air Force Energy? I don't know what that means. I got my poster up. Yeah, I do have a JoJo poster in the background, don't I? Part 4 is the best part, by the way. I know I have a Part 3 poster up. Part 4 is the best part. Josuke's the best JoJo. I'm scared of extreme weebery. There's the thing, right? There's people who are fanatical about their anime, and then there's the kind of anime fan who plays Genshin Impact. Not even plays Genshin Impact. The kind of anime fan you'll find on Twitter who enjoys Genshin Impact. That's when it gets rough. Ninja Bundles, thank you for the $10. In short, Autobots and Decepticons... I need to pause it for this. In short, Autobots and Decepticons alike defend Cybertron from a strike force of Iron Warriors, Dark Angels, Iron Hands, and their respective Primarchs, and Titan Legion held by the God Emperor himself. God damn, it sounds like they are going through it. Although, with that being said, I do not care how charismatic the Emperor is in lore. Optimus Prime gives a better speech than the Emperor any day of the week. Like, easily. Not even a debate. Like, I don't care how good a psyker, how powerful a psyker, how charismatic you think the Emperor is. Optimus Prime outspeeches him any day of the week. Optimus Prime has me ready going to fight Megatron on my own. Right? Like, let's be honest with ourselves. The Emperor can outspeech Optimus Prime. Biggie would get Total Team Optimus Prime and Megatron. I would love to see that. Like, unfortunately, I'm a big robot, and you are a... whatever you think of yourself as, you are made of meat. I meant to go to the fucking corruption, and I walked right past it. I blame all of you for that. You distracted me. Oh, I don't know which mod does it, by the way, but boss summon items are not consumable anymore. So, like the Eye of Cthulhu, I don't just eat it. I felt I should bring that out before someone accuses me of cheating. I don't know which mod I added that does that, but one of the mods does that. With that being said, Zach Carnes, member for 7 months. Thank you. If you were a Transformer, what would be your surprise? Also get good. I'm pausing this before I get into this, because first of all, I'm plenty good at Terraria. Fuck you. Second of all, it would depend on how big a Transformer I am. As much as trash as this is going to sound, I like Devastator from Revenge of the Fallen, mostly because I was like 8 at the time it came out. When did Revenge of the Fallen come out? Revenge of the Fallen came out in 2009, so I was 10 when Revenge of the Fallen came out. I was 10, and every stupid big robot at the time looked cool, which is why I love Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. It's my favorite movie, because I was 10 years old when it came out. I'm beneath the enemy scrotum. Yeah, it's a garbage movie. It sucks, but I love it. But to answer the question... my disguise would probably be some kind of either Chevy or Ford vehicle. Because I think no matter how banged up I got, people would just accept it as, yeah, that's just a Chevy or Ford. And I drive a Chevy before you think of making fun of me. I am making fun of Ford drivers, but I drive a Chevy. And that car has been through it, but it's still going, so I'm not replacing it until it falls out under me. Yeah, I've drive some kind of Chevy or Ford vehicle. Disguise should be Batmobile. That's not very disguising. $10 again. Thank you very much, Andrew Van Dolst. All culminating in Optimus Prime and Megatron dueling Big E in the Gladiator Pits of Chaos. Holy shit, that sounds awesome. The victor is left deliberately vague, though the former two end up missing and Cybertron is sucked into the warp. That would imply, I feel like, Big E wins, but on the other hand, I don't care for any power scaling anyone's going to give me. It's Optimus Prime. It's Optimus fucking Prime. I don't need to say anything more than that. It's Optimus fucking Prime. He's gonna win because he's cool. We fight for Rock and Stone. Also, yeah, the average dwarf from Deep Rock Galactic could solo the Emperor. The Emperor would zap them with the most powerful warp blast known to the galaxy, and then they would yell Rock and Stone, and then it'd be over. Oh yeah, Optimus Prime with Megatron, fucking obliterated. The Emperor's gone. He's past tense. There is no God Emperor because the God Emperor fucking exploded. I heard Linkin Park playing at the end. Optimus one. Yeah, dude. What I've done by Linkin Park starts playing and that the Emperor realizes he's going to explode no matter what. Also, members of the chat, I have a question for you. How do you feel about Metal Gear Rising? Also, thank you, Roxy500, member for 11 months. I can fucking count. Almost a year, though. Thank you very much. And again, how do you all feel about Metal Gear Rising? This is going to become very relevant very soon. He has the MGR. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Based is awesome. Well, you're all going to enjoy this boss fight. Light and masses, make the judgment call. Does it have health? This is good. I'm about to get my ass kicked, though. Heal. Oh shit, he's expert moding. To do my people the lives they need. Oh, I beat him. I didn't think I was gonna beat him. GF and Avatar of Cain. Well, the Avatar of Cain is a man, so he can't be my GF. I made it the fuck up. Love Max. Oh my god, I got the key for having. Oh, I don't need to fight him again because that was scary and I didn't like it. I do need to fight the worm though, and the worm is going to be a pain in the ass. I don't need the egglet. I can fly. $2. Feel the wrath of the USA. I don't know you're referencing, but it made me laugh. Alright, so the next hurdle I have, right, is that all of the cool shit spawns after I beat the worm. I don't think I can beat the worm right now. Just plain and simple, I don't have the fucking health for it. One singular heart is not enough. I can hear my dog snoring, too. Which I'm glad she's asleep. Prime has best voice besides Carl. Oh, yeah, dude. Optimus Prime's voice is... You are ready to fight Megatron yourself. She can't do anything. It's better voice, Optimus Prime or Master Chief. Alright, I'm going to give you a cop-out answer. They have different voices. Master Chief, perfect grizzled soldier. I've been through hell and back. I just want to go to bed, but I'm finishing the fight first. Perfect voice for that. Optimus Prime is a perfect voice for I'm going to... This is the fight. This is good versus evil. You need a motivational speech, and I'm here for it. That's Optimus Prime's voice. That's what he's good for. They've got two different kinds of voices, you know? What Warhammer 3 DLC is the best DLC for it. Avenger Van Dulce. Oh shit, $2 to delete an Armstrong quote during a Celsius. Oh, I've got a very bad confession to admit to. And if every single person leaves the stream, I won't blame you for it. I still need to play MGR. I still need to play Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I have not played it yet. If you want to leave the stream after me admitting that, I won't blame you. Death. I think the death penalty is too good for me for having admitted that. I know it's good. I'm sure it's great. I need to just sit down and play it. Alright, boys, we're out. God, I don't blame you for it. I get it 110%. I don't blame you in the slightest. Insulin deficiency. If we kill him, he can't play. That's true. If you kill me now for what I've done, I'll never play MGR, and I'll never be able to atone for my sins. So you got to think about that. Colliding with VTubers, what else should we expect? Alright, hang on now. The VTuber I have collabed with, Comey, she's great. Comey and Mari, pardon me, I misspoke. Comey is the one who alerted me to the War Dames podcast. I've been on that. Mari was also there, Mari the Ganger. They were both great. Do not blame the VTubers I have collabed with. Me being... having never played MGR has nothing to do with them. But that being said, if you can somehow find a way to blame Pippa for this, I think that would be fucking funny. So go ahead and blame Pippa for it. Mari the Ganger... You know, don't blame Mari, don't blame Comey. Somehow find a way to blame Pippa, and I'll laugh very hard. Pippa did this? Good man. I agree. Pippa did this. Trying to get a VTuber to follow to watch your video, still working on it, and needs to get all approved first. Pippa war crimes. Alright, Pippa, first of all, would be fucking horrible at war crimes. All of them. Second of all, yeah, Pippa did this. I agree. Does Pippa just Magnus did everything wrong? You know what? That's a good comparison. I think I agree. I don't know what VTuber you follow, but figure out how to get them to watch my stuff. Both to get my good name out and... more VTuber collabs. I need more VTuber collabs. I had a taste, and I need more. What did you collaborate with VTubers? Actually, let's see if we can find it. I was on the War Dames podcast with Commissar Azura and Mari the Ganger. And it was a good time. And I'm forgetting immediately what I was going to type to fucking put into chat because I'm a fool. But yeah, it was a lot of good fun. They're very fun people to hang out with and talk to. Pippa my balls. Alright, fucking obliterated me. So this is fucking tech. I don't. Well, she is smug Alana. Your style of humor, something she like. Well, fucking get her to watch my stuff. That sounded too demanding, and I apologize. Is this a Rickroll? No, it's not a Rickroll. I'm not funny enough to think of a Rickroll off the rip. What is that thing? Fearless Gold. What the fuck are you? That's the fun thing about playing mods. You never know what you're going to find, even if it's one mod. There are too many viewers now. I don't know Gura. Well, everyone knows Gura. Will you find Pippa in mod? I don't think Pippa is in this mod. If she is, I'm deeply concerned. When we go on the course the next 3 months, I'll get to binge watch videos and get back in December. Whatever you're doing, Chief, I hope it goes well for you, and I will see you in 3 months. Gura D's nuts. I'm gonna fucking blow my head off. She's in your malls. I don't want Pippin in my malls. The malls smell like fucking mold. You ever watch Fillion? I'm gonna look up something, and then based on how guilty of a reaction I have, you'll know if I've watched Fillion. You can tell that I looked up Fillion on YouTube because the fucking audio that just played. I might have watched Fillion at some point. I don't think I've ever watched one of his streams. 7, 16, 7, I'm rounding up. 17 NZ dollar. I don't know, NZ dollars from Dragon Master Outcast. Thank you very much, Chief. Hey, my dude, love vids. Question: what's a craft that loves hanging out with the Harlequins, building a craft world Harlequins army? Probably Ulthway. Ulthway, since they're the Seer faction, they're generally the faction, and Eldrad, since he's been pretty in touch with the Harlequins. He was very in touch with them when they were doing the Ennead stuff. I would say Ulthway for one of the Namecraft worlds. That's one of the one of the lore Namecraft worlds that's in touch with the Harlequins. I would go with Ulthway. Which also helps, because you can get Abaddon Black for a primer, and then there's 80% of the paint job you have to do done. With the Black Guardians of Ulthway. Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing in the VTuber stream? Sir, getting rid of my paycheck. How many push-ups can you do? I think I did like 30 max in a row at my peak. It's been a while since I've regularly done push-ups, I'll be honest with you. Recent Halo was the best cannon fodder. Dude, Cutter, Captain Cutter, with his ODSTs, amazing in Halo Wars. Because you, say, you're facing the Covenant, they deploy a Scarab. Well, you just bombard it with Mac Blasts, and the ODC shoot it with rockets, and it's like, well, I've done my duty here. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, ODCs in Halo Wars, peak stuff. I'm gonna go home. That's what I wanted to do. Some people ask Pancreas as well. Hang on, what are we talking about? Need to scroll up. Has anyone seen Jujutsu Kaisen? Yeah, like I said, I've seen it. Which Warhammer faction makes the best tacos? Probably the Eldar. Since, as the lore, they've been around long enough to fall to complete degeneracy and, to the point, and I'm not saying tacos are degenerate. Tacos are amazing. They're perfect. Nothing wrong with them. Just that they've had so long with mundane pleasures that, they form Slanesh from bad pleasures. So I'm willing to bet that, at some point down the line, they figured out the perfect taco recipe. So I'm going to say the Eldar know how to make the perfect taco. But they won't tell you what it is, for fear of you'll fall to Slanesh. It's nothing better than Taco Thursday. It's Taco Tuesday, you fool. Thursday. Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Remember, don't stick your dick in a taco. What do you think I'm doing with my food? I'm not fucking my food. What kind of taco can Necrons make? Probably a shit one. Baton probably have an STC for making goated tacos. I don't think they have an STC. What I think they have their Votans know how to make great tacos, but because they're so slow to respond in the lore, because they've been active for so long, I think it takes like 100 years to get the taco recipe out, and by that point, whoever asked for the taco is long dead. Oof, pardon me, long dead. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going back to just dig the elevator. You all get to watch me dig through the ground for the next 30 minutes or however long. Eldar Slopgate propaganda must not. What are you on about? The Curse was the star of lore crimes. My Carl better be the end too. We don't plan on ending lore crimes anytime soon. None of us are getting cancelled and or planning to stop doing YouTube. But if we ever at some point decide we're done with lore crimes, I will make sure that the last word in recording is Necrusi, even if I have to edit the video myself and add it in post. So, for what it's worth, you have my vow that Necrusi will be the last word said on lore crimes. Tau Taco Tuesday for the greater good. Well, if the Tau believe in Taco Tuesday, then every positive word I've said about them I take back. Breathe? No. Taco Stream 1? I don't know. When I have set up for streaming, I can put in my kitchen. Tau's Taco, you come. For the taco, you stay. For the prom. Fair enough. Time to morph? That meme's been dead for a minute, Chief. I'm sorry to tell you, but you're out of date. I've never had a taco. That is a personal problem with you. You need to fix that as soon as possible. Taco Friday is superior. I hope you explode. Rogaldorn is wrong. It is Taco Tuesday. Unless it was the Emperor said taco. It's been a while since I've watched that TTS episode. Podcast bit. It's Taco Tuesday. Whichever one of them fucking said Taco Tuesday, they're right. Iron Warriors would make them the best tacos. Iron Warriors wouldn't make anything fucking good. They're miserable. They suck. This link to an isekai about a tree. Top-notch stuff. If you'd like my personal advice, stop watching, reading, and listening to isekai. I think most of that genre is garbage. But, I'm not you. And if you like isekai, then more power to you. With that being said, I hate isekai. I like Saga of Tanya the Evil. That's kind of it. And that's only because that isekai is an excuse for the author to write about war crimes. One good isekai, and that's Konosuba. I mean, Konosuba's funny, but I don't obsess over it. Saga of Tanya the Evil? Yes, I want more of the war crimes, child. 40k is isekai? What are you fucking on about? Tanya's so fucking... Yeah, Tanya's great. Taco's overrated? Yeah, Gale from Baldur's Gate 3, can you explode this guy's balls with your wizard powers? Yesterday I was playing Crimson Fist and I crumped my buddy's Minotaurs in turn 1. I do like the Minotaurs, but because you were playing Crimson Fists, I applaud you wholeheartedly. I feel like no one dislikes the Crimson Fists, right? Like, cover of, like, a 40k at its inception, there's just a cool chapter. No one dislikes the Crimson Fists. How could you? There's nothing wrong with them. Even in a meta sense, like, they've never been Mary Sue's. They get the shit on plenty often. And again, I like the Minotaurs, but, like, the Crimson Fists, like, what are you going to complain about? There's nothing to complain about. I cast Twist of Face on your balls, Tacos guy. Good man. $10, Manager Van Dolst. Thank you, Chief. Once humanity fought alongside us as allies. Now all they know is to mercilessly slaughter those who you, their golden idol, decree. For the sake of all sentient life in the galaxy, you must die. I'm assuming that's from the Transformers fan codex. In which case, good stuff. I think 40k needs to really get back to the Emperor being a fucking moron. Or at the very least, make him not a moron and how his ideals are so horribly shattered. I really do like that, dislike that the most about the Horus Heresy. Like, the whole thing about the Horus Heresy, right, is how, or well, at least the Imperium is that everything is worse than it used to be. But the thing with the Horus Heresy, right, they've made it so it's like, yeah, it's always been shit. The Emperor and the Horus Heresy, shit. The Imperium and the Horus Heresy, shit. Doesn't mean anything. Like, they've made it so it's always shit, so... Which is, like, retroactively made it so, like, yeah, the Emperor being bad doesn't really matter, because it's always been bad, so who cares? Honestly, I don't know. That's how I read it. Suffer not the Xenos to live. On the one hand, I hate you. I play Eldar. I like my Xenos. On the other hand, I'm not going to judge you for liking a fictional faction. So go nuts. Age of Van Dulce, $2. Thank you very much. Just something real quick. There's a Meg's quote. Well, in that case, for just writing that, I can see that being in that codex, and if the Transformers were in 40k, I could see them seeing that. Or saying that, so good quote then, Chief. Very good. You are a bad person. Well, you know, fair enough. On the other hand, Basilisks bombardments. I mean, you can't fault someone for playing the guard. I feel like guard players are the chillest 40k players. Like, online, I've never seen anyone who plays the guard and they're an unpleasant person to talk to. They always seem in on the fact 40k is satire, and they always seem to be down for it being fun. Jewish Dictionary, thank you very much for the 20,000 won. Congrats on 150k, thank you very much. I'm here to remind you, you're getting ever so closer to every single date. The goal of squad broken reading, emotional. I did promise that for 500,000 subs. Live on-screen reading of Squad Broken. I did promise that. So thank you very much for the constant support and the donation. And then you reminded me I promised that while I was streaming that I would read Squad Broken live. Thank you for that. Well, you know, I made my bet. It'll be time to lay in it in 350,000 subs. What's Squad Broken? Look it up. I don't need to tell you what it is for another 350k subs, so look it up on your own. And you might say, that's kind of rude of you to do that instead of just looking it up. No, it's not. The fact I'm not telling you what it is a fucking blessing. Everyone should ping me. Fucking, why my Discord is exploding. Alright. Thank you, everyone on my Discord who might be watching this also, for ass blasting me with Discord pings. Let's wait for this fella to check the Discord. Yeah, I did, Tama, you fucker. Hey, everyone. You should at Lily Biwan and tell him that Elder Scrolls Online sucks. $5 from Nick Knox. Thank you. I wish the Emperor was still good during the heresy. It feels like he made it to his Gilman now is robbed of its... Yes, thank you. Like, the whole thing with 40k being worse than ever, right? Like, if the Horus Heresy really was a golden age, then it would mean a lot more in 40k that it sucks. It'd be like, yeah, this is how far humanity and the Emperor has fallen. But the fact everyone involved was still a dickhead in the heresy, it's like, well, great. It doesn't mean anything that they're a dick in 40k, because they've been dickheads from the start. Like, just narratively. It's one of those things where it's like, I wish the Imperium would fall narratively. It's like, from a narrative standpoint, I feel like it's much more satisfying to have the Emperor finally crumble. To have the Imperium, like, at one point, still be a little bit rough, but still have, like, been better. But it's always been horrible. It's always sucked, so it doesn't mean anything. Part of why I don't like the Horus Heresy. That and I just meant I don't like Space Marines, but that's part of why I think the Horus Heresy is inherently flawed. But that's just... I can't wait. Someone fucking ping me. I can't wait for the Squad Broken reading. That is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Andrew Rendos, for the $2. All I see is a post of guardsmen slipping on peels. You have found the wrong Squad Broken, and please do not continue looking for it. I'm genuinely telling you, do not look for Squad Broken. What you mean? Nuh-uh. That's what I mean. A guy called Live Enemy from your Discord fairly made a super straight on the head on a damn pike. We'll figure that out later between me and him. $2 from Zach Carnes. That was me. Thank you, you. Was Squad Broken? Is it just porn? Yeah, I'm, it's something. It's definitely something. Squad Broken is one of the things of all time, even. Alright, to get back to Terraria, I love jungle biomes underground because they have all sorts of hearts. I get my health increase for cheap. Alright, there, $2.20. $2 from Gobo Strips. Thank you very much, Elf. Thank you. Elf. Do 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 baby shark do 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 do. That's not copyrightable, right? $2 from Zach Carnes. Thank you. Do you have any plans on becoming a VTuber? Not at the moment. But I did think about getting a Carl Franz, a little animated guy. Not even animated, just like a little still frame of him holding Galmaraz. Like with my Lore Crimes art for myself. I did think about getting one of those, and I might still do that. Just, I feel like it'd be slightly less obnoxious than my face taking up half the stream. The gruntling lustful. Alright, please stop reading Squad Broken, I beg of you. How would you do Space Gaven? Honestly, I wouldn't change much. I don't think they need much changing if in space. They already have guns. Found it. All I'll say is can't be worse than Draco. I think you haven't fully read it then. I think Draco had to be published by GW, so it has some layer of, like, finding it before it becomes horrible. Squad Broken has no such hesitation. It is awful from the get-go. There's 2 more hearts right here. Holy shit. Clearly, this is becoming an issue. Issue solved. Community that dies to heretic thoughts. Nah, that's fine. We got all of humanity. Your channel if you become Carl Franz VTuber. I wouldn't do that because I can't be Carl Franz. I can never live up to that. Too short? Yeah. Never mind. Thomas sent that. Fuck you. Love your dreams be dreams. I'll try. Brother Farrell Kranz. Jesus. Some of the collector ounce. Eduardo. What? I believe I'm simming for another man, Carl Franz. Oh yeah, Carl Franz is worth simming for. Defense. Alright, say fucking less. That was Manager Van Dulstian. Thank you. A quick summary I saw of it was sufficient. I hope you found that summary. I don't even want to give you that summary. Horrible orc fan fiction. Let's leave it at that. The Deadpool fan, thank you for the $10. I want you to know I never knew a squad broken until this morning, but now I can't stop. I'm not finishing the rest of that. The orc. All right. The orc grunting, bending down and straddling his body. Yeah, I'm glad you cut it off there because I wouldn't read any further than that. Yeah, Squad Broken's a fucking trip, and you should never ever read it. I love the internet. I love the internet. It's so fucking horrible. Is it what gave me my current job? Yes. Is it still a mistake? Yes. Gotta go. Good to see you, man. It's great shit. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a good one. Patrick, I'm on fire. Thank you for coming. Coming the selector ounce. I don't. That's just. Not a fan. I get what you're going for, and it's funny. Start with a new character, and we're already almost at 300 or at full 400 arts. I think that's pretty good. Works have no. Alright, I don't. Alright, well. Yeah, that's the issue with Squad Broken. It's the lore inaccuracies, not everything else with it. That's the problem. Squad Broken is what got you your job. I'm not dignifying that one. I'm not dignifying that one. I think you need to get Pippa to read Squad Broken. That's what I think. Pippa or Lumi. One of them should have to read that. Time to end the stream. I'm thinking about it more and more now. I'm the reason the chat is hyper-focused on Squad Broken. Yeah, thank you for that, Corinthian. Very much appreciated, you bastard. Oh, for the said kill, Mr. Electric, kill this man. There's a tiny fic which replaces Russ in 40k. I did not know that. I don't know if I want to read that, but that's interesting. Sandman of Terra, holy shit. How are you doing, Chief? What kind of Space Marine is that? This is a Squad Broken Space Marine? I don't, the bad kind. The Space Marine I'm right now, this is of the, Terrarian chapter. Yeah, let's go with that. Republish this video if you're a terrorist. Good man, hope you're doing well. I'm doing well, thanks, man. I'm doing well, thanks. I'm glad you're well as well. Russian Tanya the Evil. what? I'm Red Pasture meeting Malkador. Apparently there's a lot to this chapter. She met fucking Malkador. Holy shit. Is it Terrarian Scar chapter? No, it's the Republic if you're a true terrorist chapter. I can't dig any further. I need better pick. That is a... Red Scars. Is that a chapter? Red Scars? It sounds vaguely disappointing, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a name either. Need the wall climbing things that can fucking fly. Guardian Giant Snail for 12 defense, and it's early game. Yeah, I think I'll take that. I'm never gonna remember to use that. Get rid of it. Don't want an inventory anymore. Get rid of it. $5, man, from Coffee Grounds for Snorting. Thank you. I mean, new Imperial Guard character. Who would you make? I think I would make someone from Caiaphas's Cain, or pardon me, the Valhalla 597th, who served under Caiaphas Cain, because I would like to see a point of view from like someone who served under Cain, is how they saw him. I think that would be very fun, because we know how people look at Cain, right? But we don't really get from their direct point of view how they think of Cain, so I think it would be very fun to see like a direct point of view of someone who views Cain as the legend Caiaphas Cain, you know? I think that'd be a lot of fun. I will see about adding some more characters to the chat for the emotes. Can we get an SFW Squad Broken mode for chat? And no way in hell will you ever get that, because there's no way to make Squad Broken SFW. It's either just an orc or it's disgusting. Vultures be gone. Am I actually full on houses? Jesus Christ, there's a lot of NPCs in this game. Alright, well. Time for more fucking houses. Beep, beep, beep. Why are you saying beep? That ain't right. He gets stronger else more. Maybe Cain is a Saiyan, yeah. Every time someone beats... No, but it's every time someone beats Cain to death, you're gonna get stronger. Not Cain. Cain just sits there and watch Jurgen go Super Saiyan. He's like, what? Look at all those mana bars. Oh, would you look at that. Full platinum armor. Maybe I can take on the worm. Oh, I'm gonna need that. I'm very much gonna need that platinum bars. You'll see what for. I'll need the platinum bars later. Later, and definitely another stream. We haven't gotten that far. Jurgen, there is no time for screaming on the battlefield. Jurgen doesn't scream. He just kills whatever Cain needs killed. Jurgen could put any Space Marine to shame without question. He's Jurgen. He's just that cool of a dude. The fucking door. What is beep? Why do you keep saying beep? $5 manager Van Dulst, thank you. Fun fact, the Contromers utterly despise Iron Warriors, being the only group branded by all as kill on sight. The reason why it should be obvious. Yeah, the Iron Warriors do kind of suck. I don't blame them. A kill on sight Iron Warriors policy? Who knew the Transformers were that fucking based? Just drink. I don't need that potion. Oh well, what are you gonna do? One of the NPCs gets big house. Thank God the Dryad is here. Beep. What the fuck is... Am I beeping? Stop gaslighting me to think a main sun pump is beeping. He's got his white personality filter on. What does that even mean? What am I even supposed to do with that one? There's more of the medical Dr. Pepper. Maybe I'll stop beeping then. Pardon me. Alright, to the worm we go to... Oh, wait, no, I need to talk to the Dryad first. Alright, to the worm we go to find out what boss fight the worm music has. Then I'm ending the stream because I'm getting very tired. If I can beat it, fantastic. If not, I'm still going to bed. I had an iron skin potion. Where the fuck did I put it? Where did I put the fucking iron skin potion? I'm gonna commit crimes. Lore crimes. Haha. I'm funny. Be pussy. I'm not a fan of that one. Jesus Christ, you keep saying it. Many people keep saying it. Do you get planned for the fall? Just curious because I want to know what I'll be missing while I'm goers. That's the funny thing about my video schedule. I don't have anything planned for the fall. What I plan on doing is what I always do. Figure it out as I go by the seat of my pants. There will, at some point in the next few months, be a Leagues of Wotan video. I'm hoping GW will announce their data cards and new information relatively soon. But if they don't, then Leagues of Wotan might take a while. B pussy XCOM confirmed. Man, that is a horrible sentence. I wish I didn't read it. Genuinely. That's unhappy. But I'm glad you put it in the chat. Some horrors should be read by everyone. Beep broke, man. Who's hitting me? What's the set bonus for this armor? Your 10 defense gives you +5. And that's... I don't give a shit. Alright, anime mod gives me benefits. I can't believe I forgot. I defeated the Eye of... You all saw me beat the Eye of Cthulhu. You know I beat the Eye of... Fucking anime mod is disappointing me. Chat Tosi. That is too many comments in a row that end with OC. Was there an animated woman on screen? Stars above. Claim that mod, not me. $10 from Andrew Van Dolst. Thank you, sir. Funner fact. I do like funner facts. Fun facts are great. Funner facts are even better. You kind of use the Chaos Gods as mewling children who content themselves with governing a single galaxy, while he himself has been scourging existence long before any of them existed. Unicron goes hard from the sounds of it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Unicron sounds like it goes pretty fucking hard. I want to eat your pancreas. Don't do that. I need it. Let's hope I can even kill this fucking worm to begin with, because if I don't kill it and I just die and waste these, I'm gonna be a little bit embarrassed. Why are there no more? Why are there no more things here? This is gonna be a really boring fight, by the way. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna shoot it with minimal damage key blast and hope it leaves me alone for the most. And also hope I don't kill myself with falling damage because I run out of key. Unicron is the Transformers God of Chaos. Is that what he is now? He's basically God of Chaos. Makes sense. I must admit I'm not that familiar with Transformers lore. I think I feel somewhat responsible for starting the OC, right? Yeah, well, you took responsibility, so I blame you now. Nick Snock, thank you for the €5. You created one standalone 40k character who would be double points for not being Eldar. Oh, alright, well, you kind of ruined it. I think I would make James Workshop the Chaos God of bad lore decisions. I think that would be my one character. Or I would just put Archaeot into 40k because I think it'd be funny. No changes at all, just Archaeon. It's the unenlightened masses again. Well, what are you gonna do? I'm zoning in. No one expect. Nope. Don't expect to read chat for the next, like, 3 hours. Where's the sensu bean? Where's the sensu bean? Righteous will succeed. Oh my god, the lock is working on individual segments that hit me, not just the whole fucking worm. That's actually a problem. That's actually a huge problem because worm segments deal more damage to the head. Just live with it, just fall. If anything to help me, I can't eat another sensu. I don't have health potions yet. Oh, 33. Oh my god, I dropped 33 gold. Okay, okay. Well, that is problematic. But I'm very tired and I want to go to sleep, so I don't care that much. $2, thank you. To Spoiler Andrew Van Dils, thank you. Spoiler never chosen swap places, what happens? Fantasy never gets end times, and Archaon obliterates 40k. That's what happens. So, €5 from Nix Knox for the standalone 40k character, by the way. Thank you for that. I don't know if I said my name. F. I keep getting F. Get Goodissy. I hope you explode. Alright, I don't have a plan. I need a better fucking stand for next time than the fucking lock. Jesus. Can we get some get good in the chat? Well, thank you for the $2, Zach Carnes, and also, that's very mean. I don't appreciate that. But I have a plan for next time. I have a plan for next time I stream this. It's a good plan. It's a 5 out of 10 plan. I have the Vile Thorn. This does more damage. The Vile Thorn doesn't help. Never mind. Ooh, I should have some shells, though. He doesn't drop many shells until you kill the last one. Right. Well, then, plan for next time, which we'll figure out next time, because I'm very tired. You plan on getting good? I hope you blow up. Not just explode, blow up. But yes, thank you all for joining me for this Terraria stream at last minute. Much more return than I thought we would get, but thank you all very much. I, again, appreciate that greatly. Remember, you are a dwarf, diggy diggy hole. $2 from Coffee Grounds for snorting. I love that name again. For losing, turn the worm into a waifu. Alright, how about, I will promise I'll look for a waifu mod for the worm. I'm not going to promise I'll find one. Yeah, I'll do that. Rocket Stone, of course. Remember, everything bad that happened to the stream is Pippa's fault. Yeah. Congrats on 150k. 2k subs soon, baby. Thank you very much, Chief. I do greatly appreciate that. I hope you have a wonderful night, all of you. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully, probably in the next few days, I don't think, as a heads up, I'll be able to get a video out this week. I am leaving Wednesday to go on a family trip. 2 family trips in a row, actually, back to back, so I'm probably not getting a video out this week. But that being said, because of that, I'll try and stream. So yeah, I hope you have a good one, everyone, and yeah, have a good one. Take care, y'all.